Are you doing camera? We doing cameras?
Yeah.
All right.
Since we're not doing it live.
All right, hold on. Are we doing it live?
No, we're not doing it live.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Since we are not doing it live.
All right. Hold on a sec. You're only going to see the glare off because I got everything dark in here.
I don't want to know what you're doing in your room. Keep it dark. That's yours.
It says no camera.
I don't see shit.
What's going on? God. Why is my camera not light up?
Amateur bullshit.
Maybe I might have unplugged it accidentally. Let me see
where you are, right?
Let me see. I might have unplugged
it's USB.
Yeah, I know, but I think I accidentally unplugged it. Let me see here.
See my little Lego Yoda over there? Behind, in front of the big ass Yoda, baby Yoda.
Didn't you redo your gaming thing? I thought
more has been added. More has been added to it since the last time.
Hold on, I gotta find my wire here and see what's going on. All right,
this thing turns right.
Oh,
I have a Fantasia Mickey I got for my birthday or Father's Day.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's a Lego Baby Yoda in front of the Pop Baby Yoda.
That's awesome.
All right, let me figure out what's going on here.
Anybody else bitching?
This is called,
Gator wasn't doing anything saucy on his computer beforehand.
No,
Do you see Drafty's question in the podcast?
No. Jesus. What the hell? Where the hell's that going?
Lord. All right, Hazel. It's okay.
We need Kingsley to go to Gator's house.
No, I got this. I got USB cords going everywhere here. I got to figure out which one's going where.
So you have a wire management issue, is what you're saying?
All right, hold on. I just did a Windows update. I think that's why.
He's blaming Windows now.
Why does a Windows update got to do with your camera not working? I just did Windows updates this week too. It's okay. We didn't want to look at you anyway. Actually, I have an update right now to install. I don't have to do it later.
Go figure.
Did the camera come on?
There it is. There we see. We see your dark room now.
Yeah, it came on.
Was it unplugged?
Of your head?
Or did you have to unplug it?
No,
and
I
plug
had
it back in?
to have it recognize it because I told you Windows update.
Windows update.
It had to clean.
I do this.
It cleaned up.
I do this every day, Gator.
All right.
I know what Windows updates.
Well, I knew exactly what I needed to do. I knew it didn't recognize it, so I'm winded. Just getting under my desk. Shit.
You spend a lot of time under desks?
No, I don't actually. That's why I'm winded. I'm not used to
under
doing
houses, not desk.
All right.
Guardian down.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for hanging out with us today. Welcome to episode 108 of Guardian Downcast. We're a couple dads that love all things in the Destiny universe, and we talk about it. We also interview content creators and community members to find out more about them. We're the show that hopes your RNG drops in your favor. I'm your host, the Gator, and my co-host Hazel is here as well. Hey, man, how's your week?
It's been going, man. This is week 2 for my wife's birthday and week number 1 for my daughter's celebrating. So, yeah. I think we only have like 52 more weeks left.
That's amazing.
So
none of my family birthdays go that long. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, how did the zoo go, man?
Oh, it was fantastic. My daughter, she was like dead set on watching the wolves.
Oh man,
she's like, that's the only thing she wanted to see.
That's so cool.
So, of course, we like managed to get there, and it was like maybe a mile in, and she was just like, I'm tired. So I had to carry her ass around and stuff like that. So,
of course, that's what dads do.
Yeah, pretty much. So, but yeah, it's been good. We're having a birthday party for her tomorrow. So my wife's threatening to take pictures of me. So be aware that may be getting dropped at some point.
Well, I mean, I see you here on camera. I think you're fine. You'll be okay.
Well,
just don't wear anything compromising.
I'm fine, huh? Well, thank you. I think you're fine.
Okay. It's getting a little weird in here.
I'm only a beer in, so I'm not a worker. I get in 20.
Wait till we get to community questions. You're gonna be so lit up, both of you guys. I'll be one of those lion tamers with the whip around the ring, trying to get everybody in line.
Whip, huh?
You're fine, and he wants to whip you. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Not awkward.
No, not at all.
How are you?
I'm doing good. It's been a decent week. It's dude, it's just hot. It's just hot. I know I bitch and moan about the heat, but the humidity it's so hot here in Florida that in the morning all of our windows are fogged up because it's so humid outside versus our air conditioning inside. It's so bad. And we have single pane windows, which means we don't have any insulation between them, so it's just brutal. It's just brutal heat. And we got another month of it at least, Tropical Storm Fred's heading our way. We don't know where it's going to go. They say west in the Gulf west of Florida, but nobody really knows until the very end. So we're going to have a ton of rain probably first of the week. And then there's one behind it, lining up and ready to follow right behind it. So
that'll be Grace.
It'll be Hazel's first podcast by himself, and he'll have to record. We'll see how that goes if I get hit by a hurricane anytime soon. But no, it's been okay. It's been an okay week, kind of just a normal week for me. But this week we have another one of our rotating guests. He's the other gator from North Kakalaki that just loves to cause trouble. It's our friend RNGGator. How you been, man?
I'm doing good, Hazel. Thank you for inviting me on the show. A couple of shows ago, a live show, I was told I was blocked by this old gator. So I'm glad you got with me, Hazel, and said, hey, you'd like to make amends and invite me on the show. So
hey, that's the whole reason why I wanted you on here.
Man, this is the way it's going to go tonight, I see.
So I'm very happy that you got me on here, but I'm doing good. How are you, Hazel?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm glad that you're on. I really am.
DEFCON 3. Where's the Hennessy? Okay.
I'm not drinking tonight. It's just water.
Okay.
I'm on call. I can't drink.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, everybody. Just a preview of what we're going to cover tonight. First, we're going to catch up, see what Gator's up to. Next, Hazel's going to go over the latest news from Bungie, i.e. the TWAB, for this 14th week of Season of the Splicer. Next, we're going to, of course, answer community questions. Tons of them this week. And we're going to add 2 songs to our award-winning Guardian Downcast show playlist on Spotify and iTunes. All right, boys. We ready to do this?
Let's go.
Yeah, you forgot one thing, though.
What'd I forget?
That you have thoughts.
I do have thoughts because
our community response.
There's been we've had a lot of feedback in our Discord lately, and it's concerning my rant about Crucible last week. We'll get into it.
Yeah.
Let's.
Yeah. And
he also has thoughts about whips and you being fine too.
All right, that's it. We're moving on. Hey, thanks for listening to Guardian Downcast. You can find us on Twitter at Guardian_D_cast.
Or, you can find us on Instagram at Guardian_Down_cast and see what pics our weekly guests want to share with you.
Or Hazel, just visit our website at GuardianDowncast.com for all the contact information and where else you want to find us. And you can also play any past episodes you like in any order you like, right from your browser.
Don't you or me, man. Anyway, so hey, Guardians, check us out, and later, Guardians.
Toddles.
Hey, that's my line, man.
So, Mr. RNGGator, how you been, man? I know we kind of pretend we're enemies, but we're actually good friends. How you been, man? Everything good? That's it.
Last month,
everything going well, I should say.
It's going good, going well. We understand. It's a Southern thing. We're good.
Yep.
We understand each other.
Yep.
The last month has been hectic between vacations, trips to the hospital, everything. Yeah. So it has been a very interesting July into August, and I guess we'll see what August brings this month. So
by you said hospital, how's your folks doing?
My dad is home. His numbers are going up.
Good.
So he's been home for 2 weeks now, and he hasn't had to have he's gone 3 or 4 times to the doctor and hasn't had to have any blood or platelets given to him.
That's good.
Platelets are up in the 190-some thousand. All his white blood count's still low. He's still susceptible. If any of us don't feel good, we can't go around him because his immune system is pretty much not there right now. So they told him if he had not come to the doctor, he probably would have passed away in a month.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's nuts, man.
So now we just get to see how much time he's got. Now, hopefully, with what they're doing, chemo and stuff, he'll be around for a while.
That's good. That's good news. At least he's home, man.
That's good.
Yeah. Get him out of that hospital.
Beach right now. They're at their beach house right now.
Good.
Finally got to go there.
Good deal, man. Good deal. And your mom's doing better too? She's doing okay?
Yeah. She's a little tired from having to keep up with everything with my dad, but yeah, she's doing better.
Nice, man. Well, you do IT support, right?
Yes.
Yeah. How's work?
Busy as hell. For COVID and hardly nobody being there, all of a sudden we're deciding to open up new shops in the hangars and stuff. They'll probably put all this crap in, and then 6 months down the road, we're not doing that no more. You need to come get it out after we spend all this time. So that's why all week I have been running back and forth to a hangar setting stuff up. It's been crazy, which is fine. I like being busy at work. I don't like just sitting there and feeling like I'm doing nothing, but I've been worn out every day.
Yeah. It's like needlessly like doing stuff. It feels like, yeah.
Yep. Open these shops and then they're like, well, we ain't got nobody to work them. It's like, great.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of in the same boat. So like my department, we handle like call flow management. So we were planning on bringing like a bunch of people back on site to all of our call centers across the US. And like we decided like at the last minute, like, nah, you know what? We're going to hold off just because of the Delta thing. So we were just like, nah. All right. So we had to like scrounge like everywhere trying to find everything and just go like, okay, so we're going to stay at home for another month at least. And I mean, we had to like redo all of our numbers and everything. It's been nuts.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's literally me and the other tech and our boss are the three people and one help desk person. We're there every day. Other than that, nobody else in IT is there. So, which is fine with me. Stay home. Don't bother me. Less people I got to talk to.
Yeah. It's getting weird again. My son swears we're going in lockdown again. I'm just like, I don't know. Our governor's dead set on not doing it. So I don't know what's to come about. You know, and we're heading into the fall, man. This is the flu season. And I knew there was going to be another wave. Even with the inoculations and the vaccinations, because everyone's going to it's going to get cold up north. Everyone's going to start getting in buildings again. And that's when, with this new the new Delta chain or variant. Thank you. We really don't know what's going to happen here, but fingers crossed that we don't go into lockdown in Florida. We hope it's, everything's going to stay open and as it is. Anyway,
going to lockdown the first time. What are you talking about?
Well, it's true.
Yeah, exactly.
I tell everyone we're
buck. Did he forget?
We're buck naked wild down here in Florida, man. And
don't worry when
we have the highest levels of COVID outbreaks of all the states combined. I think they said.
Wow! Imagine that. What a concept.
When this variant dies down, there's a new one they've already found. So don't worry.
Jeez. When's it going to end?
There's a Lambda variant. So
when's it going to end?
They'll find something else to scare the shit out of us with.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be Florida. We just need to like cut off Florida and let it go. Let
us float out into the ocean.
Let Cuba claim it, and then just go like, yeah, good luck.
I'll give you a state we can cut off, but it wouldn't be Florida.
Don't you get easy all pissed off.
It wouldn't be Texas either.
Oh, it's not Texas. Okay. I thought that's what you're going to say.
No, he's going to... I'm thinking somewhere far west.
Yeah. But, yeah, I got you.
Yeah. I mean, doing customer service for as long as I have, there's always one state that I've always, just disliked. And it's just because of their customers are just assholes. So, yeah. I'll let you guess in the Discord what state I'm talking about.
I think we all know.
Be wrong.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, probably wrong.
Okay. Well, we'll leave it a mystery because I don't want to lose listeners. So yeah, I'm the shill. I'm the Guardian Downcast shill. Hi, my name's Gator. What you play anything? RNG?
Yeah, it ain't Destiny. I can tell you that because
What? Explain why.
I cannot get on Destiny. Now this week we had the epilogue, so I had something to play.
Right.
Yeah.
I did not give a flying flip about Solstice. I did, and Hazel knows this. You know this because I chatted with y'all.
Yeah.
I did the blue armor and then spent Bright Dust and bought the ornaments, and I was done. Because that's all you had to do was earn legendary. I didn't give a flying flip about. We've done it for what, 3 years now?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got all the glows. I went back and looked. I've got the glows for each season. I was changing them and stuff, and I was like, I can't do this again. I don't care what they've changed. It just bored the piss out of me. And I got to 100 finally on the season pass, and I am not going to get the big thing of Bright Dust. I'm at like 50 something out of 75. I'm not pushing for it.
Yeah.
I've been playing Red Dead. I've been playing Hades that came out today. Back for Blood beta has been out. You know, hell, I've been playing PGA Tour golf, Horizon Zero Dawn. So anything. Nice. I mean, there has been some nights I've got down here and I want to play games. I get down here and I'm like, I don't want to play games. Go back upstairs. You know.
Well, that's been me, man. I'll have my usual gaming time at night, and there's no Iron Banner going on. I'm like, I'm gonna catch up on shows.
I don't think I played Iron Banner until the last one of the season. Of this season, I finally.
But this is the time of the season where everyone kind of takes a break. It's probably the most lag ever. But what did you played the epilogue? What'd you think?
I loved it. I mean,
spoiler alert.
Yeah, haven't played spoiler alert, but
hardcore spoiler alert.
But no, I loved it. I'm glad that I didn't try to go back to the tower and miss the cutscene, because if you went back to the tower, you missed the cutscene.
Yep.
You didn't get to orbit. So
when you do that first, what is it? What's the game called?
After you finish the override.
Yeah, you got to let the clock.
That's all it is. It's just the override.
Yeah, it's just override. You just say return to orbit, or you let the clock tick down,
and
it'll come on.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait for it to get to zero. You just don't go to another destination.
Just leave. You got to manually just go to orbit.
Just go to orbit. Yeah.
That's what I did, I think.
But I'm watching that cutscene, and that cutscene was great. But I'm sitting here thinking, here's my problem. Those Vex shoot like stormtroopers.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
How many times? I mean, how many times can Mithrax look at Saint or Saint look at Mithrax
and have a conversation?
And how far does that shotgun shoot? Holy shit!
That's not Crucible. It's not Crucible.
I'm like, and then taking into account, bomb? They just sit there and talk to each other. How are you shooting at me? Hold on. Hey, did you see? And then you have a bubble, for God's sake, pop the damn bubble and protect
and then talk
behind you.
And then talk.
Put them in a bubble. Say, look, stay in the bubble, and then talk.
Yeah, well, exactly.
And I start something, and yes, Ikora, throw a Nova bomb, it lands, and then all of a sudden I'm gonna switch to Nova Warp. Now,
it's mayhem. It's mayhem.
Let me ask you this: when you saw the corner of your eye, you saw that big Nova bomb coming down.
Did you think it was Osiris?
Did you think it was Osiris?
I did, because I knew he usually runs solar. And every time I've seen him, I've never seen him throw a Nova bomb.
But he's a warlock though.
Part of me thought, because it showed Osiris, that was him that threw the Nova bomb.
Right.
But now I'm like, hold on, he doesn't. He usually does solar.
Yeah, that's true.
Cutscene, he's been solar.
That's true.
So,
yeah, because if you notice, there's like a split second before it lands that you see the Nova Bomb coming down from the sky.
Yeah. And
it looks like it's not going to hit them, but then they cut to a different angle and it looks like it hits them.
Oh, you talking about Saint Mithrax?
You gotta.
Yeah, it looks like it's coming at them. Yes, it did.
No, I mean, it looks like it kind of veers off at the end of that.
Right.
Like
seems like it's further away. Yeah.
Well, no, it just kind of veers off at the end, like it's going to go towards them, but then it shows like this other angle, and it looks like it hits them, and you're like, oh, what the fuck?
But yeah, you got Ikora there.
Right.
You got Saint. You got Zavala shows up. Only one that uses the supers is Ikora. I mean, for God's sakes, Zavala, throw a hammer, arc, thunder crash something, put your bubble down, Saint. Y'all were supposed to protect the city, and y'all were standing there letting people just shoot at them falling. How them falling didn't die is beyond me. I have no fucking clue.
Oh, you gotta file that under space magic, dude. That's theatrics. That's the cutscene, man.
I really.
But I'm like, Hazel, let's let somebody get shot. Let's make it interesting. You know,
I know.
You knew Amanda Holiday or everybody was, and I got a big smile on my face when they showed up. She's got her chaperone that can hit anything. So you got Zavala with his auto rifle, but you got nobody. I mean, we're going ham in the override using supers left and right, but these fools can't use shit to protect nobody.
It wasn't charged yet. It wasn't charged yet.
What made me mad? Go back to the last city afterwards where they're at. It's like nothing ever happened where they're at. Everything's back the way it was. I'm like, I literally just fought Vex here. You could have had some Vex bodies laying around everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't.
That was my point.
They weren't there though. Did you go back to that one area?
Yeah, I went back to the area where you were fighting them in the override.
Right.
Where you fought the Scourge boss. Nothing changed in the game. Really? Yeah. It all looks like it did. You got fallen over here, talking amongst themselves and everything.
Right.
So, you could have made some of it change, but the big machine we fought and Scourge Scourge is still sitting over there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was watching Mesa Sean. It was his last stream.
That was sad to hear.
Yeah, getting out of it all and everything. And he said that he was like watching this cutscene, and he's like, what do you think if the Elixni go ahead and they bring out that Insurrection Prime? If they have been working on that or something like that to help them, and all of a sudden
it up.
Yeah, exactly. Like we're fighting, and then all of a sudden we see that big fucking thing come up and everything. I would have lost my shit.
You see Misrak disappeared, like where'd he go? All of a sudden in that thing floating above. Yeah.
That would be great.
That would have been cool. But yeah, I like how they did the whole Saint thing. I like him, coming to the aid that he finally realized, these people aren't my enemies. So, and I guess we'll get to see if anything happens next week, because I just feel like the epilogue ain't. We got what?
It's pretty short.
It's 2 next week and then 2 more weeks, right?
No, just 1 more week. It's next week, and then it's over.
The new season starts on the 24th.
Right.
Okay. So, yeah, it'd be nice to put something else in that week. It'd be kind of dumb to do an epilogue for 2 weeks. So
we're gonna have a week of nothing going on.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's my thought. I don't think they're going to do anything.
It wouldn't surprise me if they don't.
Yeah, because they want to let people play. All
right, I get that, but I just know Bungie likes to lead into stuff. I don't know.
Well, they are, man.
Well, I know, but
fucking Osusurus.
The last, I get that, but the last week having nothing at big lag, I don't know.
It's a week.
I know.
We've gone.
I know.
Months.
Trust me, I know. I just seems, I don't know. Maybe it's just letting people catch up that final week to get their last minute stuff done. I still have to get. I still have like 6 things to do on my seasonal challenges. So I just, I just didn't run the overrides as much on all my characters, and now I guess I'm getting them all caught up. The override, the Elixni servitor rank, I got to do that. I got to get some corrupted chests, and then I got to do a trials and a grandmaster. That's what I got left.
I think I'm sitting on 6 corrupted chest keys. I ain't used one of them.
No,
you don't have to do the GM.
You see, you can leave 2 of them?
Yeah, I think or something.
3
like
of them. 3.
3? So I'm almost done then. So I have 2 more to do, and 3 more to do, and I'll be done. So I need to get corrupted chest. I got to get a few more override chests. I think like 2 or 3 more override chests, and then just up, get the data material or whatever to rank up the servitor rank.
Yeah, and you probably are sitting already on that anyway.
I might be.
Yeah, the 3 that I didn't do are trials, and then a GM and infamy ranks.
I got that done
because
there's triple for me. I like Gambit. I went and got my gilded second gilded title for Gambit. That I got that done a few weeks ago. I just kind of been just chipping stuff off my list. Not really, still pretty casually playing, But I still need to, like I said, to get some of the override stuff done and the corrupted chest, and I should be done. Do you get an emblem this time around?
Nope. No emblem, unfortunately.
Just the 4,000 bright dust?
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. I got the emblem I wanted. I got the one from Shaxx. I love that one for ranking up in Crucible. I love that emblem.
Oh, yep. Okay. Okay, I got you.
Yep.
Yeah, it's nice. Their emblems this season were nice. Well,
part of me thinks I need to jump into Gambit so I can get that one.
I think you get an emblem. I think you get something for that.
But I
There's
don't
probably
know.
one for ranking up, but
Yeah, I've almost hit the reset, like the second reset on Crucible.
Nice. I think I'm on my fourth reset for this season. Because I
Nice.
played Iron Banner to a T every time it came out this season. I got friends that just love to play it, and as soon as it comes out, Zaniac and Warcry, and hell, even Helios was in with us last week. He's playing in the future. He can already tell us if we won or lost. It's pretty cool. So
he's high on something.
hey, what are you watching right now, Gator? What are you watching?
Well, a lot. Watched Suicide Squad last week.
Let's talk about that.
I loved that movie. Have you seen it, Hazel?
Yes, I have.
I've seen it too.
Sure.
I've seen it too.
I love that movie because because the guy that directed it did Guardians of the Galaxy.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah, I had that kind of feel too.
and the music and the way the camera moved and the words on the screen, it had a real Guardians of the Galaxy feel, and it didn't take itself seriously.
And it was
I
so
loved
freaking bloody.
the movie.
It was so.
I love that.
I kind of liked that. It was like over the top on purpose. I loved it.
And
Well, yeah.
John Cena is good in movies like that.
Yeah.
Take F9. John Cena acting in that movie sucked.
Mm.
F9 was the worst one. Too Fast, Too Furious
I haven't seen it yet.
could be the worst. But F9 to me, I walked out of that theater, looked at my wife, my mother-in-law, me and my son were ready to walk out of the theater before that movie was over.
You walked out of the theater, you mean?
I was almost getting ready to. I finished the movie, but when we got out of the theater and after it was over with,
You mean the theater?
the theater.
The theater.
Will you shut up?
All
Let me
right,
finish.
whatever.
Okay, hush.
Hey, shouldn't you be saying theater too? I mean, you're a Southern boy too.
No, in Florida we say theater,
Theater.
not theater.
Yeah, place.
I don't know about that one.
All right.
Fuck off, Gator. All right. But after we got out, I looked at them and I said, unless the next trailer is got The Rock, Jason Statham, something that I'm not. If it's Cena can't do serious. He tried that stare that The Rock likes to do, and it does not work for him. He does funny. You watch Suicide Squad. Cena was great in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
He does funny well. He does not do serious well. And, the whole.
Well, The Rock's not
family
going to be in the next one.
He's not
He's not going to be in any of the future ones.
Well, that's
He
not
already-
being Hobbs
he
and
already
Shaw,
said
I
that.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well,
Oh well.
what
I guess
about
Vin Diesel got a little chippy with him again, and The Rock's just like, "Fuck you, I don't need you then."
what about Idris Elba? I thought he was outstanding.
Yeah.
It was refreshing to see him.
Oh, and yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he was great. That and he dropped that he's probably be doing Knuckles' voice in the new Sonic movie.
Yes.
So I'm like, he did great in the Suicide Squad. His character was awesome, and King Shark was.
I was just
Yes.
gonna say it says
Yeah.
Sylvester
God.
Stallone. I'm like, I don't see Sylvester Stallone. Where the hell's Sylvester Stallone? And then Pete Davidson. He played a pretty good role too in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But I thought it was.
I don't want
great.
to give nothing away for people who ain't seen it.
No.
'cause it's been out like
But it was
I
refreshing.
want to watch it again. I'll probably watch it.
I will
again.
too. I will too. I watched it.
Mhm.
I just had a feeling my wife wasn't going to go see it at the theater. So I just said, you know what? I had time one night. I said, you know what? Let's just pop up HBO Max and let's just watch it. And I was hooked, man. It had my attention. It was good. It was well
I
done.
don't understand how that hooked you, but Harley Quinn didn't.
Because
The
okay,
cartoon?
all right.
No.
You
you talking about Birds of Prey?
Yeah, he asked this question last week, I think, and here's the reason why. Because her voice grates on my ears. Now that the Bird of Prey movie, that's all you heard was the whole
It's about
time,
her.
and I know, but
What a concept.
I just got tired of hearing it, and the little bit of voice line she had in this movie, well, not
Was
little,
great.
but it was good where they put her in, but after that, I was like, okay. I'm definitely ready to hear somebody else talk. So it's just that voice, man, it grates on me. It's just annoying as hell to me.
Well, I mean, it's Harley. Her voice ain't like that in real life. It's just Harley's character.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I love Margot Robbie, but I love the role she's played in other stuff. But it just, as Harlequin,
Harley is one of my favorite characters in DC. I love her.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. I mean, I get that, but well, what else? We interrupted. What else have you been watching?
well, I watched the first episode of season 3 of Titans. They released 3 of them. They released 3 of them. I only got 1 done tonight. I'm gonna watch the other 2 this weekend. I love that show. I love where they're going with it. I love how the first episode went. I mean, they went dark right from the get go. I have been watching. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Oh no, I watched the first episode too. Yeah, and holy shit! And wait till the end.
You watched all 3 of them? Oh yeah, I've seen all 4. Yeah, I've seen the end of them. Yeah.
This is the anime on HBO Max.
No, anime. Titans is it's 3 seasons. Don't
look at me like that. I don't know anything about this show, Hazel.
Titans is, what Teen Titans are? The cartoon Teen Titans Go?
No.
Come on, man.
I mean, I've heard of it, but I have not watched it. It's not one of my favorite shows.
Somebody get Jealous in here. So, Jealous would know what we're talking about, Hazel.
I've heard of Teen Titans. I just
somebody who watches TV.
That's what this is. This is Teen Titans.
It's just after my time.
They're just. I promise you, this is good, but the language in it's bad. It can be gory at times. That's why it's on HBO Max.
Okay,
because it's like a Netflix show. They can push that boundary now.
Okay,
because it's on a paid service. It's not prime time. So they're showing reruns on like TNT and stuff, but they'll cut all that up.
Right. Okay.
So,
all right.
But
it took me like a season to get into it just because I couldn't figure out like what it wanted to be. And I don't think they knew what they wanted it to be, because in the first episode, Dick Grayson, who used to be Robin, like looks at the camera or something like that and says, "Fuck Batman." And I'm like, what? What is this?
It makes sense, and as the season goes along, that makes sense. You know why?
It does, but it's like they didn't really like seem to hit their stride until season 2.
Yep.
Yeah, season 2 I thought was really good, and then season 3, that first episode is just golden.
Yeah, the first episode of season 2 was awesome. I was like, okay, I like the direction they're going with, and then they started explaining Dick Grayson's relationship with Batman, because Batman's in it. The guy, Bruce Wayne's in it, and they started explaining their relationship with him and everything. You know why he said "fuck Batman," So it makes even more sense in the first episode of season 3 on why he would say "fuck Batman." So,
yeah.
And all the characters they're bringing into it and everything.
Oh, yeah. Like every episode, there's almost a new character that if you're remotely familiar with any of the DC characters, you're going to go like, huh?
And if not, Google it, read a little quick synopsis about them, and you'll be just fine.
So, yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, it's worth watching. No, it's not a cartoon. This one is not an anime.
All right.
No.
This is not What If.
Have you watched that, Gator? RNGGator.
Yeah, I watched the first episode, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Very good. I dug it.
I want to see where they go with some of those other episodes. I want to see, like, Guardians as the Avengers instead of, the actual Avengers and stuff. That was a good one to lead off with. It wasn't blow you away. It was good, but it wasn't, like, oh my God, this is going to be great, It was middle of the road for me.
Yeah, I really like the first episode just because, I want a whole Marvel Cinematic Universe off of that single What If, just to see how everything changes,
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I just really enjoyed, like, seeing, the I guess the man that's in it.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought that was really cool, too.
Oh, yeah, it was. What happened to some characters in that one, too? I was like, okay, well, that person's, okay.
Yeah.
But no, other than that, let's see if anything else nothing else I've really been watching. Shows here or there, catch up on shows, but movie-wise, that's what I've seen movie-wise. So.
That's cool.
I got $10 at AMC I need to go spend before the end of the month.
Yeah, I get that.
I got $10 gift certificate I need to get off, because I got the membership, not the A-list one like you got, the one below that.
You got the stubs.
Not the stubs, it's the premier one, the middle one.
Oh, okay.
There's 3 of them. They had it because it's their 10th anniversary this year for
Right.
AMC
Yeah,
or whatever.
100th.
They had it for
anniversary.
they had it for like $10 or something
Right.
for a whole year. So I bought it.
That's cool.
Oh, wow.
So
That's cool.
because it waives the online fees if I buy more than 4 tickets. So I can buy the tickets for my mother-in-law, father-in-law if they want to go to the movies with us and don't have to pay those fees.
Right. You just
So-
buy their tickets for them. That's what I do with my parents.
And it is nice to walk up to the line, that premiere list line, and just walk right up to the register and you see everybody else waiting. It's like,
Yeah, it's great. Oh, not to mention the you got everybody waiting in line to get popcorn, and I just walk.
yeah,
right
that's
up.
what I'm talking about.
I just walk right up to the counter. Yeah, and they have to serve
Yeah.
you because you're a Stubbs member. And
Yep.
people are like, "What the hell's up with this guy?" I'm like,
And I had that last time we went to see F9. I saw somebody look over like,
"Who the hell is
what's
this
he
guy?"
doing?
Like, dude, get with the times, man.
But yeah, other than that, no. I haven't
All right.
been watching anything else.
What about you, Hazel? Anything you want to add? Been watching right now?
So I went back and I picked up Hannibal, the TV show again.
That's a great show.
And yeah, so I've finished season 1 and on to season 2 now, and picked up The Handmaid's Tale again. And
okay.
So I'm almost done with season 2, and wow, that show is something.
I gotta get back into it again.
So yeah,
I bought the bundle with Disney. It has Hulu, ESPN Plus, and Disney. I went all in on that. So, anything else?
nice. There was one thing. I don't know what the hell it was. I have no idea what it was.
Have you seen any other movies this week? I know we talked about this last week a little bit with Fudd, but
Yeah, no, I don't really think so. I pretty much just have watched the same things that Rrrrrunga did. So yeah.
yeah, okay. I'm in my usual summer swing when it comes to TV shows. I got my game shows. Oh, America's Got Talent's back. It's just as good as it ever has been. And they took the break. They took the break during the Olympics, so they're off to it. So it just started up this week. Really good show. Some really good singers. And some really good comedians. The Sklar brothers are actually in the competition. You know who those are? The Sklar brothers, the comedians.
Mm-mm.
They're comedians from the 90s, and they're really good. I can't wait to hear what they have coming up. But there's this one game show that you guys have to watch. It stars Craig Ferguson, and it's called The Hustler. Picture this. You're in a study, like you're playing Clue, right? There's five people sitting across from each other, and Craig Ferguson's the host. One of the 5 people in the room is the hustler. And here's the deal. What they do is they give little clues throughout the show, things about the hustler. And it's of course it's not gender specific, so they don't give it away. And then they win money based on answering questions correctly as a group. Well, here's the thing. The hustler knows the right answers. So somehow the hustler has to figure out how to steer everybody into the right answer to win $10,000 at a time. And it can get up into $100,000 at the end of the game. But at the end of the game, there's 2 eliminations where the hustler can eliminate people he thinks that are onto him. And there's 2 eliminations throughout the game. And then the last part of the game, all that's left is the hustler and 2 other players. If the 2 players can agree on who the hustler is and they guess correctly, they split the money. If the hustler fools them and no one can definitively guess the hustler wins all the money. And I just watched one last night. It was really, really good. The guy actually was raised in a cult. I mean, I'll just say this. The people they pick to be the hustler are super interesting people. So check that out. That's a fairly new game. I think there's been 4 episodes out, maybe.
Like Among Us.
Yeah,
that's what it sounds like. Yeah,
it's really good. It's really good. It's something.
Just not running around killing each other.
It's something new. It's definitely a new match game with Alec Baldwin's back. I did watch Suicide Squad. Family game fight. It's Dax Shepard and his wife Kristen Bell. They host it.
Oh, my wife and daughter were watching that.
I tried it out. I tried it out this week, and it's literally where they actually play with the 2 teams against each other. And I don't know. The first episode was okay. I'm going to stick in there and see how it is. But I have to give Hazel credit here, and you know how much I hate doing that.
Go on.
But Hazel recommended the series on HBO Max called Hacks.
Yes.
And I ate it up. It was so damn good. I binge watched it. I think I did all 10 episodes in 3 days. It was that good, man. I love stand-up comedy, so it was hit all the right areas for me. Really, really good. And I think my wife's interested in watching it too. So yeah.
It's got heart.
It does. It's well written too. And of course there's going to be another season the way they leave it, so I can't wait. It's going to be fun.
The jokes. It's for anybody who doesn't know, it's about this woman who's an up and coming comedian and then a woman who's basically an established comedian.
Multimillionaire.
And yeah, exactly. Very established.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the part that cracks me up about it is that the jokes that they tell like during their acts are funny.
Yeah.
But the funnier jokes are the ones that they tell to each other on the show.
Behind the scenes, right?
Exactly, yeah.
It's a back and forth between the two characters. That's what I love about it. So, kudos, man. That was a great show. I hope I find more like that because I like those little nuggets like that. But that was pretty much it for me. Anything else we want to talk about before we move on?
I just want to throw this out real quick. Is that I got my curse breaker. It took me 3 weeks of doing the Ascendant challenges.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Really?
So I got my newest title. It's Curse Breaker.
That's not easy to get, man.
Congrats.
You found all of the pieces on Dreaming City?
Oh, yeah.
You're able to climb all those weird areas? Oh, man.
Yep.
Congrats, man. That's really good. That's a tough one.
Yeah. So I've got Splicer, Curse Breaker, Warden, Wayfarer, and Dredgen.
Nice.
Wayfarer was my one. When I got it, I was happy.
That was my big one. Yeah. That took a lot of work.
That and the Unbroken, that was nice to get too. So
yeah.
Yeah, and I'm only one away from getting chosen.
Nice. Yeah, I got chosen. It was pretty easy.
And the bad thing is, I am 12 out of 15 from gilding my Crucible one. If I had known I could use fusion rifles to get final blows, if I had actually just taken the time, I probably could have gilded this one.
Didn't you have to get Legend again or reach Legend or?
You gotta get, you got Valor reset twice.
Right.
And then longest win streak with no losses in a glory playlist is 4. You gotta do 4 of those and 100 kills with a fusion rifle. And I have it gilded. Other than that, everything else is checked off.
That's not hard at all.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Nice. All right.
I got 3 of them done just doing Iron Banner last time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm that's the only thing holding me back from Unbroken is Legend. And honestly, I could probably reach it because you just play enough, you'll get it. But I just haven't been able to stick in Glory for too long. It can be hard. It gets agitating.
Same here.
And I have words about this later, but they need to make it a little more interesting. But we'll get to that later.
I'm 2 away from Unbroken, and I'm a fucking casual at PvP.
I'm 1 away. I mean, I just got to get that Legend, and I should probably do it, but I don't know. Titles just don't mean as much to me anymore. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, titles are fine with me. I'm like I put on Splicer for this one, but I'll probably go back right now and put on Unbroken because put on the ones I want to put on.
Right.
But I'm like you. Yeah, titles are nice, but if I get it, I get it. If I don't, oh well.
Yeah, right. I mean, I had that same thought for a while, but I've actually started to kind of enjoy seeing the titles because I don't know if you've ever noticed, but there's a lot of people out there who don't have a title.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's true.
So it is a kind of like a nice way to differentiate yourself. And I mean, I've been doing LFG grinding for the hung jury. I've been trying to get a god roll, or at least my god roll. And so I've been doing LFG, and I've joined so many games. And I mean, these people are struggling to get to 1320. And here I am at 37, whatever. And I mean, I'm carrying people. It just, and I don't know if they're new or what, but it feels good to be able to help out people.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, how's LFG going? I mean, is it, are So you're not getting sweats? You're not getting people who are like ultra hardcore that are booting you because you don't have certain guns or certain stuff, or?
Well, I'm not raiding or anything like that. I'm just doing nightfalls, like the legend or master, something like that.
Right.
So it's a little more casual with that. But but yeah. So I mean, I don't know. I think those stories are, I mean, kind of like exaggerated to a degree.
It's probably gotten much better, especially since toxicity is reportable now. You know, people can report if you're being too toxic or something, if you're being too abusive. I mean, I'm sure they don't look at it as heavy as cheating, but it's there to report, and you can report it also on PlayStation if you're playing. I just
think that. I mean, I don't really think it's that. I think it's just more so that, I mean, I'm smart enough to not join the ones that are like, you know what to do.
Must have an ELO of 2,800. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to fucking join that. I mean, that's just asking to get kicked.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
You know, so just be smart about it and you won't run into any assholes, I'm pretty sure.
Have you been using the in-game LFG, the one in the app? Or you've been using it off-site? Yeah,
I've been using that just because I'm lazy. And
I heard it works pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a ton of people on there.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know that. Cool. Good to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
pretty good.
Thanks, RNG, man. It's good to have you on the show, man. Appreciate it. And let's what's that?
Speedrun.
Yeah. You beat me to it, man. Speedrun time. All right. We'll do that right after this.
Call the Praxic Order. Call the Thanatonauts, the Jinsen Scribes, call everyone so they can witness you.
All right, boys and girls, this segment is called the Speed Run. This is where we have a database of over 250 randomly asked questions, and RNGGator here is going to have 90 seconds to answer as many as he can. These are short 1 or 2 word answers, and at the end of the year, the guest with the most answers will win a prize and title of 2021 Speedrun Champion. The questions are randomly asked. No one can memorize the orders, so just come up quickly, whatever comes to mind. Tonight, I'm going to ask the questions randomly from the list. Hazel is our timekeeper and quality control expert. In the event of a questionable answer, Hazel will be the judge. Startian is still our current leader at 39. So, ready, RNG?
Give me a second here. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
I'm curious to see how this goes. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Warlock, Titan, or Hunter? Did you hear the question?
Is he there?
I don't know. Did you get dropped? You know how I hate that air.
I'm on the show! Hush!
Oh, Lord. Really?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Warlock, Titan, or Hunter?
What game are we talking about?
Destiny, of course. Where else do we have Warlock, Titans, and Hunters?
Maybe WoW?
No, I don't think
I'll
so.
count that as a question and an answer.
Okay, next question. Favorite color?
It's a tough one. Let me phone a friend. Hold on.
Are you calling Fudd? I know he blew it away last week.
I think he's calling Kingsley's wife.
Oh, there we go.
Start in. How should I answer this question? Okay.
And your answer is?
Hold on, I'm checking notifications on my phone real quick.
Time.
Ah, darn.
Damn it, what time's up? Oh, God.
Oh,
I got an answer. I was going to go with
too late.
Purple.
No,
Shit.
it's too late, dude.
I tried.
Wow.
You know.
Yeah. You're half as good as Fudd.
You are as half as good as Fudd. So, I don't know. Get the calculator out again, Hazel. How did he do, man?
Well, yeah. A 1.
Wow.
That was better than I expected. I was going for... I didn't think I'd get any of them right. I was kind of nervous.
Outstanding.
I didn't know how it was going to go.
Jeez, phone a friend. God damn it. Hey, listeners, I have a question for you. Do you have a great question for our speedrun? If that's a yes, join our Discord and enter them in our speedrun question ideas channel. We'll add them to next year's speedrun. Just remember they need to be yes or no, 1 or 2 word answers. Either or questions will also be accepted. Or what's your favorite? At the end of the year, we're having 2 drawings for a $25 gift card of your choice. You can enter up to 5 questions to go in the drawing. So good luck with that. All right. That means it's time for this week at Bungie. This week at Bungie. Hazel, what's going on this week, man?
All right, so this is the second of the updated TWABs for next season there.
Mm-hmm.
Season of the Redacted. I know they used that name last season and the season before that, but it's still Season of the Redacted for next season.
They need to come up with some new season name. I mean, this is bullshit.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it is pretty lame that they just name every season Season of the Redacted.
Yeah.
But
I should name it Season of the We Don't Want to Tell You.
Yeah, Season of the Shh.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they start off with the epilogue, which we kind of talked about. I would say we killed it pretty much there. So,
well, one thing we didn't bring up is the factions. They're gone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally like, okay, Lakshmi's dead. You 2 others get your ass out of here.
You notice, I was thinking about that today. You notice how they just grouped up the New Monarchy and the other one,
Dead Orbit.
Dead Orbit. They just kind of grouped.
They were with Future War Cult.
Yeah, but they just the last minute in that last statement, Cora was saying they grouped them all up and said we told them to all get the hell out of here.
Yeah, well, Dead Orbit said we're leaving, and they said, well, you take New Monarchy with you. And they're going off together.
Just like that.
Well, that's because New Monarchy was with Future War Cult.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. They were on the same side.
No, I remember that being inserted, but I didn't know Dead Orbit was. They were.
Dead Orbit wasn't. Dead Orbit just wanted to get the fuck away from us all.
But it felt like Bungie was like, okay, you want to know about factions? There you go. There's what's going to happen to factions.
Yeah, and, that's definitely it.
That was Bungie dropping the mic.
I noticed this while we were here. I was running around in the ham because I had some engrams to turn in. If you go back to, what is it, the little, where Lakshmi talked to us across from the servitor?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And there's an interact, and it's Ikora talking about the factions and Lakshmi being dead and everything.
Really? Didn't know that.
Yeah, I just found it. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
It's in the helm. Yeah. If you run back over there, it's Ikora talking about what happened.
Next to the servitor?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
The little machine where, like, you got the one that was a hologram, then you had the one that was just a screen.
Right.
To the one to the right was just a screen.
Okay.
Go there, and it's Ikora talking about what happened in the fight.
Oh, man, I love it.
It's talking about the cutscene pretty much.
I didn't know that. Thanks for telling me.
So,
there was also one for Solstice, too. A little impromptu one where it was Mithrax talking to, I think, Ikora or Saint, and they were talking about Solstice and how Mithrax liked the concept of it. So he wants to instill something like that in the Elixni.
Okay.
It's his first year. It's his first year into it. Trust me, after 3 years, he won't give a shit.
Yeah. That's true.
Well played. Yep. All right. So about that, there we go. So spoiler alert, factions are dead. Lakshmi's dead.
Don't trip on her when you spawn in.
Yeah, I stood my ass right across her.
Mm-hmm.
When
he bagged her maybe a couple times,
A couple dozen, yeah.
She just looks so frail.
I use the victory emote above her. Yeah. Yeah. What? I'm sorry. You preach hate and then you die and you expect me to go like, oh, wow.
Well, let's keep in mind Osiris wasn't manipulating her. Osiris versus, Slash.
Somebody's manipulating her, yeah.
She was caught in the middle. She opens a portal up and goes, oh shit, she's dead. And she had no clue to even realize she'd been played. So
you play with fire, you're gonna get burnt.
You're true. That's right. And
he's trying to open a Vex portal in the middle of the city. What do you think was going to happen?
I know.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. So okay. All right. So, Bungie is releasing 6 mods for next season, and 6 of those mods are going to be for champions. Of those, it's going to be auto rifle barrier. That's the only barrier one, I guess. So I guess we're all going to be running around with fucking auto rifles.
Chroma Rush.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, that's all we need, really.
And whatever else they introduce.
Yeah. And then we have 2 of the overload. One of them is bow, which I'm kind of curious about.
Okay.
And then the second one is sword. So
Right.
that's going to be fun.
That's
Can't
right.
wait to
Like
hit
Talon
people.
for the win.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
true.
Or
'Cause you keep your
the arc
distance.
one.
You know, do you want to get up on a champion and overload with a sword in a lost sector that you're trying to get exotic armor out of? Use Black Talon, just hit that sumbitch from a distance.
You're going to have to.
I'm a Titan at heart.
Just use a
I'm a
caster.
Titan at heart.
Just use a
I'm
caster
all
sword.
about getting right in there and fucking smacking them.
Yeah,
I'll
but
get in there and smack them too. But
Yeah,
yeah,
you
Black
could
Talon
use-
probably
you
the first one. I
yeah,
use.
but there's even legendary caster swords you can use too. So
yeah.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, so those are the overload. And then the unstoppable ones are going to be linear fusion, pulse, and sidearm.
They really want us to use sidearms, don't they?
I didn't use it. I didn't use it this season.
But you
I got
didn't
a
have
build
to.
right now. I'm using it's Witherhorde sidearm and something because the override we did for the epilogue.
Rip,
I know nobody was going to be running sidearm, so I ran it.
Rip, was it Breach and Clear?
Yeah, that was fun.
I really
enjoyed the hell out of that.
I love that mod.
Well, Breach and Clear wasn't part. That was part of the artifact. So-
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
That
well,
was-
that's what we're talking
yeah.
about here. We're talking about the
Yeah.
mods.
Yeah, these are
these
gonna
are
be
artifact
artifact
mods, right?
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, these are all from. They're just giving us a little preview of some of the artifact mods. But
Yeah, did you hear why they did this?
yeah,
Mm.
go ahead.
They asked for 777 likes
No.
on it, and they ended up getting
7,000.
Oh, to release it early.
7,777 likes.
Yeah, it was
No,
7,000.
7,000?
It was.
I thought it was 700, and it was.
How many did they
We
get?
ended up giving 14,000.
Yeah, we doubled that. I was one of them.
So, yep, same. All right. So last week they went over some changes to abilities, and it was generally positive-ish. Most of the people were happy with it, except for the sliding piece that pissed off a lot of people in PvP. So this week is armor and mods. So with it, they start off with, before all this, they start off with some changes that they're making to controllers. So they are getting rid of the traction mod. So if you like the traction mod, I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry, because what they're doing is they're adding a sprint turn speed scaler option for that. And then they are also adding a controller sensitivity option, which is now going to increase it to from 1 to 10 to 11 to 20 as well. And then they added an ADS sensitivity modifier. And they're doing all of this to kind of put PC and console on the same level.
Yep.
And I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking forward to going through this and finding out a perfect loadout and perfect settings for me.
Yeah, I like this. I didn't like traction because the turns were too tight. I'd end up running into walls if I wasn't used to using it. So now I have the option of having something like traction, but not having to. I can adjust my turn rates, how fast I can turn by using controller. Don't do that to me.
The joys of video.
Uh,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Scroll it up and down. Okay. So, next they move on to super regenerating exotics. So with this, the wonderful people at Bungie are going ahead and pretty much with all these, what they're doing is they are capping the amount that you can gain from Shards of Galanor, Ursa Furiosa, Skull of Dire Ahamkara, Phoenix Protocols. I'll include Storm Dancers, Brace, because this is they added this to this, but they're still going to be capped by as well. And Geomag as well.
No.
Yes,
Not my
it's
Geomags.
dead. Yeah, you.
Why, you like getting your
warlock
super
bitch.
6 times in a control match?
Yes,
I
And
mean,
then
do.
shooting people through walls.
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. Yes. I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry.
warlocks are my second favorite class, but this is bullshit.
I don't understand what the problem is here. Everything seems fine to
And
me.
Clip
Somebody
that.
mute his ass.
No, I'm going to clip that because guess what? That means that Gator is just a cheating bastard.
I'm not cheating.
So-
It's in the game. It's in the game.
I used it when I had to.
Yeah, I didn't.
Use
I
whatever.
thought we
and
need
use
art.
them.
We need art kills? Let's go to warlock.
As I quote
But-
the ever popular Admiral Nips, you use what you use and you don't apologize.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you use geomag stabilizers.
Oh.
But what they're doing is basically they are capping all of this at 50% is the most you can gain from it. They are also raising the floor on these. So what that means is like if you got one kill with it before and it gave you 5%, they upped it to some unknown percentage. So they've done that for all of these. Storm Dancer's Brace, they did go ahead and add this functionality to this to make it a little more viable so people would actually use the shit.
Mm-hmm. I haven't used that piece.
Yeah, obviously, because you can't take off geomag. But anyway, so with this, they did remove the sprint to top off your super
Yes.
for geomag stabilizers as well.
Rip.
So you don't whore out with this, and you're not as sleazy as other people
Rip.
that can't spell gator. All right. Rip. Good. Try to use something else.
I do.
There's a lot of. I thought that you ran like.
I do. I
Oh,
run
Wait,
those.
I thought you were Void Walker.
I am a
Yeah,
Voidwalker.
exactly.
Yeah, and if I have used these in but I really like using this in PvE. The
You said you were going to say comp.
the Chaos Reach is really, really fun in PvE.
He was going to say comp.
You
Did
want
notice
to melt a boss really quick. Chaos Reach is the bomb. But I've used it in Crucible, but it's not my main. I use Astrocyte Verse because I love to blink.
that? Mhm.
All I know is a Titan, they ain't touching my chest piece. I'm fine. They didn't mention my chest piece.
Yep, exactly. Same. I'm super
Thunder
excited.
Crash for the
Yep.
win.
Exactly.
No.
Furious.
You're a hunter now. You're a hunter
me?
now. No, I'm talking to Hazel. You chose your path. You're a
I
hunter.
was going to leave the call.
No, we know you're a hunter, Gator. But now Hazel's like, oh, look at all these nice toys a Titan has. I think I'm going to be a Titan again. Uh-huh.
Did you just call me a hunter?
No.
Yes,
You're a
he
Titan.
did.
Yes, you did. You said no.
Yes,
You
he
said we
did.
all know you're a hunter, Gator.
No, I know you're a
You
Titan.
meant to say Hazel.
I
You
meant
meant to say Hazel.
I meant to say Hazel.
I know what you meant.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
okay. I'm just watch your mouth.
All right. All right.
Don't make me come down there.
Wow.
All right.
Wow. Respect our guest, man. Jeez.
We have a plant in Lake City. Don't make me come down there to visit.
Lake
All
City's,
right.
Lake City's a long way away, but okay.
Oh, I know how to get to Orlando. Don't worry.
So, moving on so we can, dispel the awkwardness that's going on right now. So, all right. So, hunters are getting a little tunement here with the bombardiers. So, the bomb now has a secondary effect based on your subclass type. Blind for arc, burn for solar, slow for stasis, suppress for void. Note, the suppression will not affect a guardian in a super. I love this as a hunter. This is fucking great. This is like crack to me. I'm going to be fucking putting this on and specking into mobility and
All right.
fucking rolling
For
around.
us that are not
Yeah.
avid hunters, how do bombardiers work? Refresh my memory.
When you
Oh.
dodge, it drops a bomb.
Oh,
Exactly.
you kidding me?
But the one for me out of this is the arc, the blind for arc.
Yes.
What they're making changes to Arc Strider
Whew.
with those. That could be fun.
That's going to be brutal.
I don't know the slow for stasis one. I have to see how that works because they messed with the whole slow thing.
Right.
How much is it going to slow?
Yeah.
you
I know
down?
if I get hit with a
know.
blinding grenade or a blinding grenade launcher in PvP, you are fully disoriented.
I'd say Arc and Solar would be my two favorites to try.
Yeah.
Burn or
Well,
blind.
I mean, I think Void would be great too. Taking away somebody's like melee and grenade.
I might have to
But
do
they're
this.
like a Titan now, like a Titan. running the suppression grenades. Yeah.
I might have to try this. Yeah.
Gimme. I love it.
I've got them. Just never use them.
Yeah. So next
There's no reason to.
No.
That is definitely true. I've deleted so many pairs of these just because I'm like, ew. Graviton Forfeit. Increase the bonus invisibility duration. The melee regen speed now increases based on the number of enemies near you. While you are invisible, your recovery is greatly increased and your weapons reload more quickly.
Okay. Good with that.
I think nobody is still going to use this, so it's okay.
Oh.
Lucky Pants. Added intrinsic hand cannon holster mod. And replace the functionality with the following. Now this is just PvE, so just put it back in your pants, Gator.
I didn't say anything.
I'm just wanting to stop it before we get going.
All right.
So, when you ready a fully loaded hand cannon that deals kinetic damage or damage matching your subclass type for a short time, each hit against the combatant from that hand cannon increases the damage of the next shot. So it's going to stack on each shot. Note, no, the Hawkmoon will not be able to one-shot a raid boss using these legs. So
they've already thought of that.
I can't wait to test that out too. But I mean, I'm going to be running bombardiers on my.
Of course you
my
are.
hunter. It's going to be.
I mean, great.
Can't wait. I'm so excited. Oh, by the way, what's a hand cannon holster mod? We'll talk about that later. Titans.
We got screwed.
I don't know. I mean,
well, we didn't get anything. These are ones I won't put these things on. I'm still not going to use them. I mean, Precious Scars.
Precious Scars, maybe. Yeah. I mean, I read this and I got excited because this is the type of when I play like Titan, I'm either going to go Thunder Crash or I'm running Bubble because I want to support my team. So Precious Scars feeds right into that because what they did with that is, dear listener, is basically will create a burst of healing and bonus recovery around you whenever you kill an enemy with a weapon matching your subclass type. So that's pretty cool. That could also be really good in PvP too.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Never tried it. I'll have to try it now.
Well, I mean, it was ass before, not good ass either, like nasty ass.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Icefall Mantle. Remove the slower class ability recharge scaler. Yeah. But I'm still never going to use this because it's trash.
I used it a few times. It's nice having the overshield, but you move so slow. You're a sitting duck in PvP.
Yep.
So here's the way.
Not worth it.
Use this with Sweet Business. In PvP, in comp, pop it, come around the corner firing up Sweet Business. You're can take more damage, and you've now become a shield for your team and just firing your bullet hose.
That makes sense.
They mentioned that on
Firing
Massive
range?
Breakdown.
Oh, Massive
Breakdown this week.
Good idea.
That's what one of them said.
Because he moves so slow. I'm like, where would I ever use this? And I was using it. When I was getting my master Lost Sectors done to get all the armor for the end of the season. I tried a bunch of stuff out like that, and the animation takes so long to charge up. I'm thinking, okay, I'm already dead in PvP now, but now if I finally get it, I finally get the overshield. Now I'm moving so slowly, I might as well just get shot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the only problem is how slow you move. We'll see how
that's
much it's going to get used after this.
With that gun, you're already moving slow, so why not?
Yeah, I don't know.
I still don't see how much it's going to get used is my thing.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I'm not going to mess with it. I'm not at all. And then for some reason, I guess, I don't know who blew somebody at Bungie for Warlocks, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, somebody's given some good loving to Bungie for the Warlocks. But, Verity's Brow. Change to trigger when you get a kill that matches your subclass type, and they increase the grenade damage bonus to 20% per stack, up from 10. Now, I mean, I did some checking into this, and apparently there was no issues with Verity's Brow. Actually, Verity's Brow, I think people were actually liking as it was. So this is only going to drive people to use it more.
I know. I think not Chubby Wizard, but damn it,
Fat Buddha?
no. Yeah, I think he uses it. I think he's mentioned it before when he was on our show last.
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. I just wanted to point
No,
off of
you're
Chubby
talking.
Wizard.
No, you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I don't know who uses it, but I mean, some warlock that, but yeah, I mean, pretty much it's universal that now this is going to be like one of the really, really good things to use.
Right.
Next is they buffed the stag. So now it grants damage reductions to allied guardians standing in your rifts, 25% against PvE and 15% against PvP.
Nah. Still won't use it.
Really?
Nah.
Well,
I have a feeling you'll see some people make some builds with that.
Yeah, but if you're grouping
yeah.
up and everyone's standing in a rift, that's just prime for a Nova Bomb or a massive super to take our whole team out. I don't like stuff like that.
But nobody's going to really cluster up like that in PvP.
Rifts aren't that big, man. Rifts aren't that big. You got to stand pretty close in them.
But, usually whenever I see a rift in PvP, there's only usually 2 people in there, maybe 3 at most.
That's true.
You're not going to get a whole team sitting in there unless they're memeing for some reason.
It's an easy multi-kill, though, if you can get it off. Yep.
Well, for them, too. They're just going to farm people that come around the corner and team shoot.
I don't know. 15%. I don't know if that's going to be enough. We'll see. I'm sure Astacross will test it. So.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So we'll fall out probably.
Yep.
All
right. Prometheum Spur has additional functionality. While standing in a rift, solar weapon kills give you class ability energy. And then, when your class ability energy is full, solar weapon kills consume that energy and spawn a combination healing, empowering rift at the target's location.
See, I don't understand this. Why would you need a rift at the target's location? Are you going to be running to the target?
Yeah.
You don't know what's coming next season. Maybe there's going to be some reason you need rifts to get through something. You imagine dropping a line of rifts for your team that you can just go through?
Yeah, but I'm always thinking PvP here, so I guess PvE, that makes sense. Yeah.
But PvP, you kill somebody in control or Iron Banner for your sake.
Yeah, but when I kill someone with let's say I get a pulse rifle kill at 50 yards away, and I spawn a rift there. That is useless for me because I'm over here. I'm over here laning. I'm covering an area. That just has no benefit to me.
Well, you're camping. That's why. What I'm saying is that real people that play PvP,
don't
when
use
they
that
get
C word.
I'm kidding.
I know.
So, but what I'm saying though is how many times do you play Control or Iron Banner in your case, and you kill somebody who's standing on the control point?
Well, that's different.
And you stand on it.
Yeah.
And there's a rift right there. I mean, that's prime real estate right there for this.
I see your point, but for most situations, I don't know how effective it'd be. Oh no, we'll see.
I mean, and the other side is that it keeps you moving too.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see.
We'll
see how it plays
let the
out.
stuff come out and see how it plays out.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So keep your eyes open for other changes to come in the wake of these as well. Our goal over the next few seasons, especially following the launch of Witch Queen, is to increase the variety of fun and powerful choices available to players in PvE and PvP alike. Cool. There was one thing in here I did want to call out as well. Sadly, to my hunter brethren, but don't be surprised if either this season or next season we get a Stompy's nerf.
That would surprise me. Yeah,
you think that'll happen, huh?
Well, they're
eventually going to touch the chest piece of the Titan too.
They have to. I mean, that shit is so OP.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So, it's a sad day. It's only going to get sadder next week, by the way. But finders, scavengers, and holsters, oh my. Or should I say, oh my.
That's a
all
clip.
Right.
I
had to channel my inner George Takei.
There you go.
All right. So, So with this, the TLDR is ammo finders now have an increased chance to spawn ammo on kills with primary weapons, and further increased chance with exotic primaries for ammo finders. Sadly,
now does that include? Is that just primary ammo, or is it secondary ammo as well? I did when I read that.
I'm thinking that's just primary because they hinted at a couple TWABs ago that what they're talking about doing is making primary ammo more readily available.
Yeah, but we never need it. I mean, really?
Yeah, but come on. He says exotic primaries. A Witherhoard's exotic primary to use a special.
No, it's not a primary. It's an energy weapon, even though it's in the primary slot. No, wait a minute.
It's a special. It's a
special ammo, but it's still a kinetic. Yeah, that's
it's in the primary slot. It's a
darkness primary weapon. That's right.
Exactly. Yeah. But they're talking about like, what's the one? No Time to Explain.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense.
Something like that. I mean,
Thorn, Spades, Hawk Moon.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm looking at the character right now.
So scavengers. I love these. I've just discovered the joy of scavengers this season, so please feel bad for me. But multiple copies of scavenger mods will no longer stack.
RIP.
Yep. No more double scavenger grenade launchers for Anarchy. Yeah. Well, they're nerfing Anarchy as well anyway, so that's going to be sad too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But enough of the sad stuff. Holsters. So this is a new type of leg armor that will gradually reload stowed weapons of the matching type over time.
It's kind of like reconstruction.
Stack.
Yeah, it's kind of like reconstruction.
Yep, exactly.
Except it doesn't exceed the size of the reconstruction will exceed it.
Up to double. Yeah.
Right. But it's and so if they stack it, it just regenerates ammo faster.
Yep. Exactly. So yeah. And this is on everything except for Ariana's Vow, rocket launchers, breech loaded grenade launchers, and bows. And that's only because they have a magazine size of 1. So there's nothing really to do there.
Makes sense.
So, yep. And then Ariana's Vow because it's just crazy. So, all right. Oh, yes. The sadness continues. Warmind cells are, to be blunt in their words, these are currently too powerful.
They're getting neutered big time.
Getting kicked in the balls.
They're getting neutered, literally.
Yeah.
Well, they needed to be. I mean.
Well, I don't know if anybody did the math on this, but I did the math, and I can't wait to tell you guys what I found out. So, So base Warmind cells reduce the radius of the explosion effect of Warmind cells from 10 to 6 meters.
That's basically in half.
No, it's not.
It's close. 1 meter away from half.
Reduce the damage of the explosion of Warmind cells. Previously 200 to 400 is now 50 to 250.
Nearly half again.
I'll give you that, yeah. Or less.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to depend on distance there.
Mm-hmm.
Global reach is going to cost more. It's going to cost 3. And it's going to, they reduce the radius on that from 20 meters to 10 meters. So, yeah. So you're looking at about 16 meters as a radius. So that's going to be approximately 30.
No,
what?
Sorry. Go ahead. You're fine. I'm tired.
Oh, no, you're good. But that's going to be approximately 32 meters. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. No.
32 feet.
No, 32 meters.
You're converting it to meters? Okay.
Well, that's what they're going with. They're going with meters. You know how Bungie never gives us numbers on shit? And here they did.
Yeah.
That's true.
32 meters. Meters are longer than feet.
Oh, yeah.
3 feet in a meter.
Almost.
Sure. But yeah, so 32 meters is the total diameter that we're going to be able to destroy.
So
stuff.
that's like 90 something feet. That's pretty wide still.
Yeah.
You know, I never can gauge meters when I'm playing in game.
Yeah, I can't either. damn metric system. Get a real system.
Come on, man.
There we go.
It's America.
I didn't say that. I said the other thing. But did you, I mean, so if you pay attention here, I mean, previously it was 60 meters total is how much this would destroy.
It's cut in half.
Well, I mean, but think about that. I mean, that's going to be roughly 180 feet.
That's basically the whole room, basically. I mean, you could kill anything in the room. I mean, if you're inside with ads, yeah.
Exactly.
Well, it was so effective.
It was glorious.
Yeah, it's still going to be useful.
It will be, but...
It will, but it'll be curious to see, I mean, what it's going to come out to.
Mm-hmm. Hey everyone, looking for some like-minded gamers to Destiny with?
Or maybe just a place to de-stress and talk about life with others for a bit.
Or maybe just a place to discuss the latest movies, the TV shows, new awesome music out there.
What about New Year's resolutions or goals or our fitness section?
Well, you're also forgetting about our channels with links to our clan, Speakpipe, our show music playlist for God's sake, or even where to get a show t-shirt, mouse pad, or coffee mug if you want to help support us.
Oh, you're not just a Bungie shill, you're a Guardian Downcast shill, huh? So, man, you must be forgetting also about the podcast questions channel, where listeners can put in their own questions for us.
And Hazel, our show feedback channel, where listeners can talk about our past podcast. And our...
Stop. This shameless plug has gone on long enough. I'm going to put a fork in it. Everybody, just go to the GDC Discord community link in our weekly show notes, where you can see the invite there. Just visit us at guardiandowncast.com. That invite link there will never expire, so just go there too.
And later, Guardian.
Oh my God, just stop.
What? What did I do?
You're so excited.
I'm excited, man. What,
Just bring it. Just bring it down.
All right, whatever, man. Okay, jeez.
Lay off the coffee.
What a downer.
Oh, so RNG just posted out here that 1 meter is actually longer than 3 feet.
So what's it, 3.2 or something?
Oh yeah, like you just read that. Yeah.
No, I'm just guessing. I'm not looking at it.
Yeah.
I don't have it
pulled up.
So
you were saying that it was shorter,
okay,
but it's actually longer.
I thought it was 2.9 or something, but I guess it's 3.2.
I'm used to seeing a meter every day. So cellular suppression. Reduce the duration of the suppressing effect of the cellular suppression from 3 seconds to 2 seconds.
I never use this. I never use this anyway. This doesn't affect me.
Yeah, I do. I mean, this is
used
fun.
cellular suppression before, yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty fun, actually. And then Wrath of Rasputin. Reduce the solar damage, the bonus solar damage, from 100 to 200 is now 25 to 100.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Pretty good knock.
Yeah. You know what made me sad? Is that I made builds with solar armor just for these.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm thinking, like, because I think Void's going to be where it's at, or maybe Arc, possibly. I don't know. For Warmind cells. So, I mean, I'm going to need, 6 Ascendant Shards so I can convert my shit to Arc now, or Void.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that's going to hurt.
That still comes back to me. Just let's put whatever we want on whatever it is. I still don't like that.
I don't either. Let us build what we want to build. It's hard enough they cap all your Ascendant Shards and stuff that you can store. You can only hold, I think, 10 of them. 25
my whole
of
part
them.
of it. Yeah, my whole part of it still is figuring out which color, which, is it Solar, Arc, Void?
Yeah.
What has this mod?
I have to look at it. It is what it is. We got to live with it, but it does get frustrating.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I get it. I understand. I mean, I've been beaten down enough to where I get it. I was just looking at my inventory to see, and I'm like, I think I was sitting on 4 Ascendant shards, and I ended up using 2 of them to masterwork some stuff.
Right.
And then I'm like, I still have 3 exotic ciphers. And I'm like, can I convert that shit into an Ascendant shard? Because I don't need them.
How do you have 3 exotic shards? You can only hold 1 in your inventory at one time.
Right. I have this one. I have 1 from last season, and then I have 1 from this season.
Oh, you're saving them. Gotcha.
I'm not saving them.
You
I'm
got
just
them from
not using them.
You're basically leaving them in the previous season.
I've got them too.
Why?
Yeah.
Why the hell do I need to use them?
You might as well get an exotic with it.
For what?
I don't know. It's there.
I've still got 1. I'm like you. I've still got 1 from like 2 seasons ago. I got 1 that's going to stay in the season pass. It's not coming out because I
mean, I don't get it. I'm like, I want to convert it into an Ascendant shard or something. I want to, give me something for it.
Maybe we'll hear about that in the reveal that they're redoing stuff. I don't know.
I don't think so. That's too small. That's too small.
It's too. You're right.
Yep. And then elemental wells. 2 elemental well mods are getting improvements in order to make them more competitive. But nobody's still going to use them. So
I was just going to ask you guys, do you guys use elemental wells? I've never used this.
I've been in things where people have used them, but not me. I'm like, what the hell is that on the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't used them, but a guy that I follow on YouTube, his name is Truds, and he actually made like 3 or 4 builds using these. And I'm like, curious, So, I mean, it might be something I test out maybe next season, but either way, Elemental Armaments now has an increased chance to spawn an elemental well based on the tier of the enemy defeated. Meh. No big deal.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's like they're really pushing match game with these changes, if you notice,
Yeah, exactly. So, listener, I just want to say that I read what that was, and Gator himself yawned. That's how stimulating that was.
Yeah, I don't do it very often, but I was definitely not amused.
Hit the table for a second there,
Yeah, exactly.
Not amused.
Elemental wells, sexy as hell. There you go. Font of Might. Base duration has been increased to 10 seconds and increased the damage bonus provided from 10% to 25%. Now that's pretty serious. So, all right, well, real quick, I did want to say something here. So, Gator, you mentioned I should get an exotic with my exotic cipher. So, let's just say I pick one at random. I'm going to get Sturm. Okay? So, oh, wait. I can't. You can't fucking do it.
You can't do that. You can turn it into Zur, and he'll give you a random exotic with it. That's what you can use it for. Or you can use it to get past exotics at the kiosk, but you're gonna have to pay other things too to get it. That's the only way you can.
Monument to the Lost.
That's all. It's only 2 ways you can use it. You just you dismantle it, you'll get nothing.
That's bullshit. All right. Because I'm like, I have all the exotics that
but you can get better rolls though. You can get better rolls and a different element. That's always important.
You can't do it. You can't get them. Once you get them on here, you can't get any more.
What do you mean?
Out of the kiosk.
The cipher?
The monument's to the lost. You can't use it.
Oh,
right.
It's only if you haven't gotten it yet. That's what the
right.
What the
and I've got everything. So like I've got one.
You basically just bring it to Zur. That's all you can do with it. You get a random exotic. You might as well. I mean, lame. You may get a better roll than the one you have.
Nah.
I use them.
Nah.
Where the fuck is Zur at this week?
I have no clue.
He's on the EDZ. Fun fact there, dear listener.
Okay.
Or guest. And Gator. All right. So, so Font of Might might be something to look into. After that, okay, next week is going to be weapons. So expect a long, meaty twab about that. Next is Iron Banner next season. We're getting 2 new weapons. The Forge's Pledge Pulse Rifle, which looks all kinds of awesome. Looks like the, what was it? The Winter's Glen or whatever that was.
What was the one on EDZ, the white weapon? I mean, it was
it was like the winter.
I can't remember. It's a slow firing. No. I think they have a slow firing model that Dead Orbit had.
The Lincoln Green.
Lincoln Green was fast firing. So they've had
We don't
different.
know what this one will be.
We don't know. We don't know.
Well, it looks like it's the Lincoln Green, so I'm guessing it's going to be a slow or a fast firing.
My guess is a slow firing pulse because they already had released the fast firing pulse this season.
Grid Skipper.
No, not the Grid Skipper. The
you're talking about the Iron Banner
Iron
one.
Banner
Tom
weapon.
Wardenspire.
Yes, which
Tom
is one of my
Wardenspire,
favorite pulse rifles right now. Yep.
Okay, well, actually, I'm looking at how this looks, and it looks like there's two other ones here. One of them was the Battle Scar, and this was a lightweight frame. And then there's the Eternal Slumber, which was an adaptive. They both have the same sort of layout.
Yeah, but there's different varieties. There's different kinds.
Yeah.
There's a fast firing and a slow firing. I remember Dead Orbit had one of these too, and that might be the battle one you're talking about. But
no, that was the Eternal Slumber.
Yeah, and it was a slow firing, but it hit like a rock. I mean, it hit hard. It was a slow firing pulse.
No, that was adaptive. That's the reason I said that.
Adaptive,
but
that's a 390.
Oh wait, there's another one for them. It looks like here too. The Three Graves, which is the high end.
Three Graves. That's the one I'm thinking of. Three Graves. Yep. Yeah. I don't know. We don't know because the Lincoln Green has a shape and it's fast firing. So we'll have to see. Hopefully, please, Lord, don't let it be an adaptive because adaptive pulse rifles are garbage right now. I mean, if you're really skilled with one, if you're really skilled with it this season, you can still get kills with it. I still save a lot of them because I love pulse rifles, but fast firing and slow firing are the way to go right now in pulse rifles.
Yeah. All right. And then the other one is the Peace Bond sidearm.
Looks different.
Yeah.
It's a fresh design.
Yeah, exactly. But that's not all. But wait, there's more. So the armor, they showed us a picture of it here. And I got to say this. Okay. That Hunter armor, I can't look at it with a straight face without thinking of Cobra Commander.
Exactly.
I see that now.
Especially the colors of it.
It's fucking Cobra Commander.
Oh, wow.
That's exactly who that is.
It is.
Yeah. I've ruined it for Gator.
It's like a shitty Cobra Commander is what it is.
It's
like, look, we'll just put this steel plate on
my take. I love all the helmets. The helmets all look badass. I don't like the blue tent. I'll just be putting shaders on that. But overall, I like the look of it. I don't know if those are bells or what are those? Are those supposed to be barnacles or what are those? Because it's from the sea, I guess, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Bells. Yeah, they're not bells.
It's kind of weird. They don't. If they're barnacles, they're not. I don't know. I can't really tell.
Well, also that's a wallpaper type deal. What it's going to look like in the game might be totally different.
That's very true. Very true.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nice that we're getting a new set of armor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
that
God.
surprised the hell out of me.
How long did that take?
Hey, shush. All right. I'll pull up fucking Caesar Milan on you and go.
Only took 3 years.
All right. So, there's something new that they're doing here called the Iron Lord's Pride. This intrinsic perk on this set of armor. So, when wearing a piece of this armor, a small chance of an enhancement prism dropping at the end of each Iron Banner match will occur.
All right.
And then each piece you add to this, and each set that you basically, if you wear a complete set, it's going to basically give you give you a bigger chance.
Well, it caps at 4 pieces. That's almost a full set.
Well, I mean, you don't have to wear. I mean, you can wear 4 pieces, or you can wear the whole thing. It doesn't matter. It caps at 4, though.
It caps at 4, yeah.
Yep. So yeah, not too shabby.
All right, I like that. That's bonus.
Yep.
Like the enhancement prisms.
Yep.
Yeah, handsome prisms.
The ones I usually end up full of them.
I'm always needing them because I'm always I like the masterwork stuff.
I don't masterwork armor that much, so.
Mm-hmm. All right. So next is Prime Rewards. It's that time of year again, or the month, I guess. So with this on August 24th, they are releasing 4 new things, or not 4 new. They're giving you 4 things for free. A shitty looking ghost shell, a shitty looking sparrow, an okay looking ship,
The sparrow actually didn't look too bad.
I got
looks
him
like all
today.
the other sparrows.
I picked them up. I already have them all, though.
I didn't have to go show. It is ugly.
It's okay.
I mean, the sparrow looks like all the other sparrows.
Oh, I deleted them. Took the glimmer for it or whatever,
Mhm.
you know.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess I should.
5,000 glimmer and 5 legendary shards, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
3 or
Oh,
5,
wow,
somewhere
yeah.
3 or 5, yeah.
I need legendary shards. I'm getting low on those.
There you go. There's your,
Said no
there's
one
your
ever.
source.
Oh, and by the way, live in-game update. I can't use my exotic cipher at Xur. It says I already have an exotic cipher, so it won't let me use it.
No, wait a minute. Did you? No. Did you do your weekly 95 legendary shards first to unlock that random one first? Try doing that first,
Fuck. Who
What the
does
fuck are you
that?
talking about?
and then you should be able to use your cipher.
Who does that?
You can only use it once a week.
Who wastes 95 shards a week?
Well, I mean, if you got 6,000 of them, it doesn't matter.
Oh, you talking about for buying an exotic engram from him?
I think you
What are
need to get the
talking about?
engram from him first, and then try using it after. Then you should have.
Sure,
the
I
ability.
always 97 shards to test this.
Yep.
That's some. Thank you. Thank
We're
you.
doing-
No, it didn't.
Oh.
Hoops.
Really not going to hurt me for using this. You're fine.
Did you get a good
I love
exotic at least?
Severance enclosure. You know, the one no
that's a,
Titan
that's a
uses.
no. That's a no.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Oh, shit. Thanks for
All
being
right,
the
there
guinea.
you go.
Thanks for being our guinea pig.
And this has been Misinformation with Gator.
It works for me. Oh well.
It works for me, said Gator.
It did. It worked for me when I had mine. I don't know. It says if you
I
already
don't
wait a
care.
minute. It said you already had one. Do you have one in your inventory?
Yeah.
In your vault?
No, I've got one in my consumables. Sitting in on the inventory tab.
It's not letting you buy one, in other words.
Yeah, I don't
No.
need to buy one.
He
But it
doesn't
says
need
you
to buy
can-
one.
You present it to Xur to receive a reward. I can't present it to Xur. It says I already have one. When I go
Really?
see his tentacle looking ass.
Wow. That's never happened to me.
I don't care.
Oh well. You
I
probably
have all
have.
the exotics.
You have
I'm going to
everything.
spend 97 now, too, just so I can fucking do this.
All right.
Jesus. But anyway, Prime Rewards. The coolest thing about it is got to be the emote, which is the fireworks, which
Mhm.
is something that we all know and love. They light up, and then your guardian jumps around like a kid on Christmas. It's fantastic.
Yep.
All right.
Sure.
Under the shit's broken section here. Nah. I mean, basically, we already covered it. Stay in during the as prophesized quest so you can watch the video. Weirdly enough, champions may not spawn in the final boss room. And that's pretty much it. Shit's broken. Not much
Art-
shit. Just some shit.
Movies.
Hey, that's my line, man.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So next is movies, which are all actually like walkthroughs of the Grandmasters. So that way you can go ahead and get your title for that.
That's good.
There we go. And then art. And see you next week.
Oh, wait.
Find the-
What was it? What was
Did
the
you
last
find the
thing?
cat?
No, there's no cat. It's DMG this week.
So I make sure you're paying attention.
I'm paying attention, but whoa! You forgot the last line.
Oh, that. Really? That? Oh, God help us. All right.
All, right,
All
go,
I
go,
have
go,
to
go,
say.
go.
Oh, you're good. You're good. We'll do it live. So, all I have to say is get ready for Season of the Voop. No, that is not the official name of the season. It's still redacted. I'm just excited that Fusion Rifles will have a champion mod next season, not to mention the upcoming Fusion Rifle changes,
I
which
knew
we'll
it.
cover next
I knew it.
week.
I knew.
They already said this. They
Yep.
already said this.
This is
was
perfect.
happening.
It's perfect.
They already said this was happening.
I'm gonna
You're
get
acting
my-
like this is the first time he said it.
I'm gonna get my fusion rifle on next season. Heck yeah.
And that's
Telesto.
different than.
Where's
Actually,
my-
I'm waiting to see them like say that they're going to like just take it off the menu next season.
No. Telesto's.
They're going to be like, yeah, we see it's breaking too many things.
No.
So-
Telesto's the besto.
Don't worry,
Yep.
you'll find
Until
somebody
it's
that's like,
not.
oh, we fucked up. We got to make a change.
No, they'll fix
Or
it.
you know what they're going to do is they may
Disable Telesto.
Yeah, exactly. But no, they may have made these changes just because of Telesto.
No, I don't think so. I think we're good.
So it can stop breaking shit.
garbage.
I'm going to use my my unstoppable
Like the
mods on my
users of it,
Telesto.
yeah.
Unstoppable mod with Telesto. Heck yeah. Can't wait.
Yeah, that does sound kind of OP. I can't wait to use it with Sleeper.
I just hope Oppressive Darkness is back this season. I really missed that mod.
That would give us a reason to run Void, except for Hunters. Well, I guess Hunters would still run. Tether. But
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I might be using Nova Warp next season. It sounds pretty strong.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Bottom Tree Striker sounds quite fun.
Yeah, but the fact that I can shut down supers by just casting it, I love it. It's a panic super. You can use it now as a panic super, not just a roaming super. That's just going to be OP as hell. You know they're going to tune that back. I give them 4 weeks. They're going to tune it back.
We fucked up Nova Warp. I'm sorry.
They've done it before, so I think they'll do it again. Yeah. Alrighty. Thank you, Hazel. Appreciate that.
Yes.
And
welcome.
Now we're getting on to my favorite part of the show. And you want to say something?
Yeah. The floor is yours, sir, about, your PvP issues.
Oh, no, that's okay. We have a question for the show tonight. I'll just answer it then. Yeah, we're good.
What?
Yeah, someone put a question in for the show. I'm going to make sure I pick it tonight. So, yeah. We'll get to that right after this.
Hey Guardians, would you like to send us a question for the show? Well, there's 4 ways to do it.
Number 1, join our Discord server. There's a join link in our show notes. We have some great gamers in there, by the way, and you can just lurk or hang out or jump right in and talk with us. There's also a channel labeled Podcast Questions where you can type in your question for the show.
You can also email us at guardiandowncast@gmail.com, or we also tweet out almost every week about our upcoming show, guest, and you can respond there with your questions at guardian_d_cast is our Twitter handle.
Finally, you can send us a voicemail with your questions at speakpipe.com/guardiandowncast. Remember, that's all one word. And we'll play it on the show for you guys.
Speakpipe is honestly my favorite thing. But anyway, thank you for all you guys do, and toddles.
And later, Guardian. All right, boys and girls, it's that time of the week. This is where we get our questions from our community. And we have 2 speak pipes from our great uncle from across the pond. It is Scumdeath Bastardo, or Uncle Scumdeath as we affectionately call him. So we're going to listen to the first of 2 right now.
Hey dudes, Scumdeath here. Something's just popped into my mind, right? And many years ago, when I was about 17, I started going out with this girl, and her parents were quite posh and set in their ways. And the first time I had to have a meal with her and her parents, she's like, we have peas with every meal, and my dad will have a right go at you, have a right moan. If you scoop your peas, you have to squash them onto the back of your fork with a bit of food and then put it in your mouth. And, peas, I'll just sling them into my throat, so I've never done this before. So, we had this meal. Oh my God, I didn't know what the hell I was doing trying to squash a bit of food and these peas on the back of my fork. But, at the end of the meal, this bloke is like, I was very impressed the way you eat your peas. I was like, in the end, I was with her for 2 years. So, my question is, when was the last time you were scared to do something with your new partner's parents? Love you all. Goodbye.
What a question. Great question. Thanks for that, Uncle Scumdeath. When's the last time you were afraid to do something with your partner's parents? Oof. Gator, you got one?
Not really. I'd really never had that problem with any girl I dated's parents. I'm always been one of those people who do anything with somebody. I don't usually get that nervous around people. I just kind of watch what they're doing. I mean, and off the top, I can't come up with something off the top of my head right now. No. So, I mean, I remember the first time with my wife, her parents, she thought, I'd known them my whole life. I sat down and talked to them like I'd met them, before. So, I mean,
you get along with them pretty well. Yeah.
I mean, I can't think of anything off the top of my head like that.
Okay.
No.
That's fine. What about you, Hazel?
I mean, I wouldn't say afraid, but, I mean, I don't know. My in-laws and we've had like a tenuous relationship. It's never a fun thing, but, at least with my father-in-law anyway. But, I mean, it's just one of those things where my wife is just sort of, I think she's more on edge whenever we're around each other, just because
she's worried.
Yeah, she's just waiting for something to happen.
Waiting for you to say something,
or for him to say something.
My regret. Yeah.
No, I'm not going to regret fucking shit.
My relationship with my in-laws is, well, with her mother, she's a darling. I mean, I've helped her change a battery in her car last week. She's always been great. She was always there to watch the kids when we needed to head out. She was always there for us. And she doesn't live far away, but her father lives in Melbourne. He's quite a ways away from us. And, he's, I don't know how to say this. He's kind of like a hermit. He just really doesn't do anything. He has an old Jeep that he works on. And, oh boy, should I even tell this to everybody? This probably will get me in trouble, but I'm going to say it anyway, because my wife probably doesn't listen to this. When I first proposed to my wife, it was just out of a fluke. Her parents had been, having issues, and she was in the house, and her parents were basically on the brink of a divorce, and she was ready to get out. She was ready to move on with her life, and I got it in my head that I was going to propose to her at the Lake Eola fountain down in Orlando. So we went out to eat to a nice restaurant and took a walk around it. And I had this ring stuffed in my pocket, walking laps around this, around the lake fountain, whatever you want to call it. And, just scared to death. Never done anything like this before, It's crazy. So I proposed. She said yes. It was at a little miniature fountain. I'll never forget it. And, the problem is now we had to go back to her house and tell her parents that I just proposed to her. And I'm not old fashioned. I didn't ask for her hand in advance. This was kind of on the fly. And, I'll never forget the look. We went in there and we said, well, we have something we want to tell you. We're getting married. And her dad,
shitty timing.
And her dad had this look like he was not surprised, arms crossed, and he's a man that doesn't say a whole lot to begin with. But I was scared out of my mind that I had to march in there. I mean, I made my bed. I got to lay in it, right? So yeah, that was the one time I was scared to death of my in-laws. Since then, we've been married 29 years now. It'll be 29 years in November. So now we're very good. We have a good relationship. Her dad just doesn't say much. He's a man of few words. So, well, I hope that answered your question, Uncle Scumdeath. Let's listen to the next one, and we're going to play it right now.
Hello, Scumdeath here. I've just finished listening to the latest episode and with Elmer Fudd, and he absolutely had me pissing my pants laughing. It was absolutely hilarious. And I think that he is our community's Jack Black, our Tenacious D. He just, whatever he does, it makes me wet myself laughing. my question is, does everybody agree with me on this one? Because I think I'm correct. Love you, Elmer. Keep it going, bye. Get on, guys.
Well, what do you guys think? Is Elmer Fudd our Jack Black?
I would have to say yes.
When I heard this message, I was wholeheartedly agreed.
I've heard he has a tenacious D. You know.
And he sings.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that was a no-brainer.
Gator missed that joke, but yeah.
Oh, you've heard of Tenacious D?
Gator still misses that joke.
I did. I was looking. I think you caught me off guard because I was looking at something ahead here.
I love you, Fudd.
God damn it.
And your Tenacious D.
Yeah.
All
There
right.
it is. Gator understood.
Thank you, Uncle Scumdeath. Let's move on to our questions from our Discord. Hazel, you want to pick one first? Or is that spider still chasing you?
Oh, he's not chasing anyone anymore.
Oh, he's
Big
gone.
ass spider. Was it a big ass spider?
No, just maybe about half an inch. No, I'm sorry. Probably bigger than that. Like an inch and a half.
So it wasn't as big as the one in the movie.
No, it was not a big ass.
You would never make it in Florida. You'd have me on the phone every hour. You'd be one of these customers. I just saw a spider. You got to come over now. I'm like, I'm not coming over. Hell with that. It's Saturday.
No, I can kill the shit myself.
All right. Okay. Let's pick one from the Discord. You want to pick one first? You want me to go with mine?
We'll go with yours first. We'll get that out of the way.
Let's get it out of the way. All right. Just a little context here. On last week's show with our fantastic Elmer Fudd games, I had a little rant, you could say, about Crucible and how I thought Joe Gogoroth's tweet was, how shall we say, underwhelming?
Oh, shit.
It was underwhelming. And so Kingsley Mac of the Guardian Hub fame didn't put this in our podcast questions, but he had put it in our show feedback channel. And he asked me, so I'm trying to answer the question here. He says, so what would make it good for you? A bunch of map drops at the drop of the DLC? I think we all need to have at least some sort of basic idea of what we want, to be fair, because some people would get all that and still not be happy. Others would be fine with less and be happy, maybe 8 maps versus 4 and another mode by now. I mean, people that play PvP a lot seem to always just care about control anyways. All right, so basically Kingsley Mac was asking me what would it be, or what is it, or why my gripe, basically. Why was I underwhelmed by Joe Gogoroth's tweet? So I'm going to answer that question right off the bat here. Here's the changes that I was hoping Joe Gogoroth was going to talk about in that tweet, or whether it's in a reveal or a blog post or whatever. It didn't have to be in a tweet. Number 1, bring back skill-based matchmaking. I know the streamers are going to hate me for saying this because they're going to have to wait a while to get into a game because they're like in the top 1%. But the only way you're really going to bring people into this game and back to this game is to bring back skill-based matchmaking. Almost every shooter I know of has skill-based matchmaking. And why is Bungie exempt from this? The only place I've seen skill-based matchmaking used is in the freelance Iron Banner. So that's 1. Number 2, we need larger, more strategic maps. I don't really care that they're bringing back the old maps. I want to see some new map designs because part of being good in the Crucible is map knowledge, tactics, and strategy. And when we're playing the same map 10 times, it just gets boring because everyone knows the maps. Everyone knows where the spawn camps are. They know all of that. Number 3, we need more variety in game modes. Although I'm not a fan of Rift, I would like to see momentum control as a fixed game type. We need to have a gun game with no abilities. I've mentioned this in previous podcasts. We need to have Clash as a permanent game type because that's just TDM. That's team deathmatch. No objectives, none of that. Just kill. That's the objective. And not having to wait a certain week for these game modes to swing in and out. We need to have a bigger map or more choices to play different kinds of games. Map voting. I don't think I need to say any more on that. And make me and others want to play competitive 3v3 modes like Trials and the Glory-based skill or playlist. if it was skill-based and not some ridiculous mismatched game, I would probably want to play the game more often because it's matched against players of my similar skill. I realize, they might be, I think they said they were working on trials, on trying to bring people back to trials, but you asked me what I needed to change, and that's what I was hoping to hear, is that they were going to be, was going to be more of a skill-based matchmaking when it came to competitive play as well. And a bonus, number 6. You got to have anti-cheat. You've got to have anti-cheat in a PvP game. I've already heard Battlefield 2042 is rumored to have it at release because they were already showing it in the gameplay and some of the gameplay leaks that they had on the for a select few people. So,
what do you mean they were showing anti-cheat?
They actually had it was a build where they showed the anti-cheat in text form on the screen as they were playing. And I think they were kind of thumbing their nose at Call of Duty because Call of Duty has terrible anti-cheat right now as well. Because they're getting overrun with cheaters in Warzone. So a lot of people are just leaving the game. It's like, the cheaters are having fun, but there's not a lot of cheaters that can support your game versus everyone else that's tired of getting, shot through walls and people not dying. And I can go on and on with all the cheats that are out there, not to mention the aimbots. So there you go, Kingsley Mac. I answered your question. You thought I was just rambling on about things about Crucible just to be rambling and just being a baby about it. There's your answer. There's 6 solid things that I was hoping to hear in the tweet from Joe. All right. I think I've dwelled on that long enough. You guys have any comments here? I don't want to dominate the conversation.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't have any comments because I PvP, but not that often. I get on Destiny to do the PvE stuff. Only time I PvP is if it's Iron Banner or if there's something I need to do in PvP.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I just think that the things that you're talking about there are not something you mentioned in a tweet.
And I prefaced all this conversation beforehand. It could be in a blog. It doesn't have to be in a tweet. It can be in a blog or a This Week at Bungie.
Here's the thing, though, is that you're holding him accountable and Bungie accountable for this lack of PvP information on this tweet.
I tell you what, I'll just make it simple here and not get into a deep conversation. Ascendant Nomad just put out a brand new video talking about this very question of why Joe couldn't win or why Bungie can't win this conversation. And give us some show feedback. Put it in our show feedback channel in our Discord here and tell me what you think. I'm curious to see what everyone else thinks. I love PvP and the fact that they've neglected it for probably 2 to 3 years now. No new maps. In fact, they took 11 maps from us. They went the opposite direction. They made the game even more boring and less exciting to want to play it. And I'm just curious if Mr. Kingsley Mac, how he would feel if Bungie neglected raids for 3 years and never added a new raid in 3 years. I'm just curious if he would have some kind of rant, maybe. I'm just curious. Just throwing that out there.
So, all right. So here's the part that I think you're neglecting to keep in mind. I know you have the things that you want, your wish list.
These are basics, by the way.
It's a wish list.
These are basic modes. These are basic things that other games already have. But go on.
But you can't say that because one game has something, another game should too. You can say that it's nice to have that because, you can say that, Destiny has good gun mechanics and good gun handling and gunplay and all that.
I don't deny that.
So why doesn't every other game have good gunplay?
They do. Call of Duty has good gameplay, good gunplay, and the new Battlefield 2042, I believe, is going to have really good gunplay as well. I don't think anything's going to be as good as Bungie right now because they've got the magic.
But why? But according to your logic, just because Bungie can do it doesn't mean why can't other people do it?
Yeah, but these are not basically a patented form of how you handle your gun and how you play it and how it interacts with the UI. That's a very specific thing for specific studios that have specific types of games. everything that I mentioned here, skill-based matchmaking, larger strategic maps, more variety of game modes, map voting, these are all things, anti-cheat. These are all things that other shooters have right now. Maybe not anti-cheat in Call of Duty. There's some out there that
Call of Duty
need help.
has anti-cheat. I put an article out there like way back when Bungie was getting like rampant with cheaters and things like that, where Call of Duty was banning like 5,000 people a day or something like that.
They tried to stop the bleeding, but they're just overrun right now with cheaters. I heard they're just bleeding players right now. I think people just had enough. But aside from that,
here's what I wanted to say though, is that you're saying that they're not talking enough about PvP and things like this, but I think you're coming into this with your own expectations that aren't what Bungie is doing. So it's coming to me to be that point where you're either going to have to cut bait on Destiny PvP or not. I mean, accept it for what it is. Because here's the thing, all like these past 2 TWABs and the next TWAB, if you think about it, they're all about PvP.
Well, not all, but they do address the PvP as far as the new sandbox. But all games do that.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm just saying though that between the tweets, the 3 TWABs coming up, the reveal. I mean, there's a lot of PvP information coming up.
I don't deny that. I'm not saying that's not my complaint. My complaint is why are we losing so many players out of PvP right now? And aside from that, these are basic standard of living, standard of life, quality of life improvements that they need to make to the PvP that they have not done. Map voting, that's almost in every shooter I've ever played. There's always been map voting, whether it's Battlefield or Call of Duty, or I'm sure Rocket League and other games like this have map voting as well.
Well, this is in Halo as well.
Yeah, these are basic things that we have no choice. If we play Javelin 4 5 times in a row, then so be it. We don't have any control over that. I mean, when you're investing 2 hours of your night to play PvP, you don't want to be playing the same map every time. And of course, now we only have a handful of maps to play, so it's even more likely that that's going to happen. These are just quality of life. These are simple things they can do to make playing PvP more fun and more make people want to come and play more. Because I think a lot of people kind of hung their shingle on this being their PvP game, and now with all the problems that we're having with PvP, and I'm not an echo chamber. I do listen to videos on YouTube, but where do you think these videos from YouTube come from? These YouTubers, they scour Reddit.
Bungie.
No, they scour Reddit. They scour Twitter. They find what are people talking about, and then they make a video about it. I mean, a Senate Nomad even told us that when he was on our show. I get ideas from going to Reddit. I see what's trending. I go to Twitter. I see what's trending as far as in the PvP realm, because that's what he covers. And because that's what people are talking about. That's why he makes a video about it. Otherwise, no one wants to watch the video. These are all hot points. So
but it's all just fluff, man.
You know what, though? Let's. I understand where you're coming from, but Marky Mark put a question here, and we might as well just include it in this conversation because, and he addressed it to all 3 of us. He goes, "What makes you play PvP, or what do you enjoy about PvP that makes you want to come back? And if you don't like PvP, why not?" Gator, do you have an answer?
I mean, I said that guy earlier. The only reason I'm playing PvP is because I've got to complete something that requires me to do it in PvP. Or, I don't mind playing PvP. I don't hate it. I mean, if I got everything else I've done, I just want to keep playing. I might jump in PvP and just go play it just for the hell of it until I get bored. But yeah. I mean, most of the time I'm in PvP because I have to be to complete a quest or something.
Yeah, that's not the reason to play, though. You should play because you want to play. You want to compete, right? I mean, that's what he's saying here. What do you enjoy about PvP that makes you want to come back? And for me,
if you don't like it, why not?
Why not? So what is it? Why does it feel like a job, RNGGator? What is making you feel like you have to do it because of a quest or a gun you're trying to unlock?
Because you got to complete that quest to get that gun. Or
Bungie set it up that way.
Yeah.
But
they force you to go into it.
But why? I guess my question is, why don't you play more PvP? What stops you from playing more of it? What if you don't enjoy it? What is it about it that you don't enjoy? I'm just trying to get it open here.
Because, like I said, by the time I get out there and do most of my PvE stuff, PvP is the last thing I'm thinking about doing.
Okay, just not your thing. I get it.
Yeah.
Hazel?
I mean, I don't mind PvP. I don't. But now I'm going to say this, and you're going to fucking go irate on me. But the thing that I don't like about it, right now, is the fact that it's not skill-based.
Just prove my point.
I mean, it just... I don't know. It just doesn't feel good to get pub stomped.
Absolutely. That's almost every game in Trials, by the way. If you're not a god and you don't have a stacked team.
Well, yeah. I mean, fun fact is that I actually went into Trials. There was an LFG game, and they were like, "Hey, let's just jump off the cliff for 10 matches and call it a day and get a free loot."
That just does not sound like fun. I did that. I did that too. If we were up against a team, I just knew we were not going to win. We would all just agree to jump off. I felt dirty every time I did it. It went against everything in my PvP bones that jumping off that map. But it's the game. Hey. That's the reward, right?
I mean, that's the way it is. That's what we're dealing with right now.
Yeah. So and they're improving it. They've already mentioned on the reveal they're going to talk about how they're improving Trials. We'll see what they're going to do. Hopefully, it's enough.
Yeah.
But
that's the thing, though. For me, I mean, but again, we all know that the reason why they made it, why they took away skill based, is because the player population was too low.
Yeah. Well, so the streamers were complaining. And they have to listen to the streamers because their voice reaches a lot of people. Right.
But it was more that the player base was too low. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So they had to, they had to change that.
Necessary evil. Okay, I don't fault them for that. I mean, they're going to have to bring it back at some point because people are not going to want to get pub stomped. I mean, I've pub stomped some teams that I can tell they're just brand new in the game. And I feel bad because they're probably never going to come back. Or they're going to get better and listen to the Crucible Doctor, a Senate Nomad, and figure out how to get better so they can actually play. But here's the thing about Crucible in Destiny. How do you know how good you are? Halo had ranked PvP, and you knew exactly where you stood and what you needed to do to get to the next rank. We have no clue how good we are in PvP right now. I mean, we go by simple stats, but those, about stats. Stats can be skewed. You can get a high KD if you play a certain way, or you can get a hell of a KD. I mean, if you're just waiting for supers and only using abilities and stuff. I mean, there's different ways you can do it. But how do we know how good we are in this game? There's no way to tell.
Bungie has that magical number for us all.
That's what they say. But how do we know what that is?
I mean, that they do, because back when it was skill-based matchmaking, their skill-based matchmaking was on point.
I realize they have that hidden ELO number on us. I get that. I understand their data. They know their data. They know their players. But how is that expressed to us where we know where we stand?
Well, that's what I'm saying, though, is that, they have that data already. They just need to, open it up to us so we know where we fall. Right. And I don't know if they're willing to do that or not.
I don't know. I don't know why they don't.
Bungie is super secretive when it comes to their shit.
They are.
That's, they don't give us numbers. They don't give us anything basically about what they're buffing, what they're anything.
Right.
They're just, hey, we're doing this. So I don't know why they're so secretive. I don't know if they're afraid that people will take advantage of it. I mean, maybe they know their community that well that they, know that we're going to go ahead and, find a way to cheese whatever the metrics are and things like this. But I don't know. I just wish that they'd be a little more transparent with us about it. And maybe give us that number.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not going to feel bad. I know I'm shitty at PvP.
Well, Marky Mark, asked what makes you play PvP. It's because I like playing people on the other end that are human and not bots. I want to know how I fare against someone who doesn't think like me or jukes right instead of left when I'm expecting them to go left. Ninja with Noel, which I believe works at Bungie now, he mentioned something in one of his streams one time. I'll never forget it. He goes, nothing beats a human person on the other end. There's nothing more refreshing or more challenging than playing another human on the other end of the game instead of just a pre-programmed bot. I don't know. Go ahead.
And there's the ability you want to get better.
Yes.
That's why you play it.
It's a hobby. You're wanting to get better at your hobby, right?
Exactly.
So, some people want to get better at raiding. Some people want to get better doing, deep stone crypts. Some people want to get faster times completions. There's a stat for everything out there, but for me, PvP is a crucial part of this game. And all I'm saying, TLDR, is I was a little disappointed in that tweet last week, and that's why I ranted. So we don't have to carry on with this. We've already spent half an hour on this subject, but I just want to make sure I got that out tonight. So let's pick another question, Halo. We're thinking of Halo rank servers. Let's pick another question, Hazel, and go from there. I want to make sure we answer some tonight.
Yeah. Question for the show. Why was Gator late tonight?
Gator was not late tonight. Gator was getting set up and noticed that Drafty was in our chat party, our super secret podcast chat party, and I was giving him some time to talk with you guys before I jumped in. So
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I don't believe in Drafty.
All right. I got one from Tal, Mistress of Drapes, Laz. Question for the show. We've heard a lot about PvE and PvP the past few weeks, but not a whole lot about Gambit. What would y'all do to improve Gambit if there were a team lead on that mode? Gator?
I actually like Gambit the way it is right now. Just give us some new maps. I love playing Gambit. I just don't like playing it by myself. I'd rather play it with people. Kind of like a couple weeks ago when I played with Hazel and Jealous while y'all were doing your live show. We had one of the greatest matches of ever. We were down, we were losing, and we came back and won the thing.
Yeah.
So I love Gambit. I just find it weird we're playing on maps of planets that got, taken over by the darkness, but somehow we're playing a map like on Titan or whatever.
And we played the map so many times that we know where all the spawns are for invaders. It's just there's no.
Yeah, I don't know how you would randomize the spawns on the maps you got now and make it where people could, because eventually they're going to learn them.
Yeah.
So
right. Yeah.
But yeah, my only thing is, like I said, I would just new maps would be my thing. Other than that, I like the way Gambit is right now. You one round, whoever wins, you're done going to the next.
It's quick. Yeah, I like that too. What would you change, Hazel? I know we've been asked this question before, but you can remember how you answered it?
Well, there's actually another question in there too from SG Truth.
Okay.
It's the same thing. It's,
okay.
How could Bungie improve Gambit? And I kind of agree. I like Gambit kind of the way it is right now. And I think the main reason why is because it's quick.
Yeah.
Because the other ones just seem to take forever. It seemed to be an investment of my time that didn't reward me for the amount.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And don't get me wrong, I like the third round where you had your supers charging fast and everything, but I still like the one round be done thing.
But you still had to go through 2 other rounds to get to
That's
that
what
one.
sucked. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I think I like it the way it is. Like, like you said, maybe, give it some in-game stuff like adept weapons or something like that.
I agree. Adept weapons need to come to Gambit because it's already in the other 2 game modes.
Well, maybe taking it one step further too, even is to maybe take your ranked idea, extend it out to Gambit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, you can have your tiers in there and things like that.
What I love about Gambit is if you don't want to play full Crucible and you just want to play a little Crucible, I used to use Gambit as a warm-up game before I jumped into Crucible or Iron Banner. And it's nice because if someone invaded you, then it's a Crucible game, them against you, and they're a little meatier. So you got to be a little sneakier how you do 1v1s. And then if you invaded, then you had to be aggressive enough because you had more, you had more of a shield. But I've answered this before, and I really think Bungie's going to do this. I think instead of, the armor-based or role-based perks that they gave us in Gambit Prime, if you remember, you had to wear the suits of armor to get those perks. I think they're going to put them in mod form. I think down the road, I think they're going to give those perks. If someone wants to invade and they want to have a little more resilience, or they want to have a true sight, faster true sight, or whatever they gave you, you can keep the bank closed while you're standing near it. Remember that one? Yeah. Things like that, or like on Sentry, for your Sentry roll, you immediately, once you get one bullet on the invader, it's able to be seen by everyone in your team. That was I love playing Sentry. In fact, I got the special shirt that I had to order for getting all the gear. I still have it hanging in my closet. We ever have a GCX, I'll be wearing it. But they need to bring back mods, individual mods just for Gambit that you can slot in any of your armor pieces that have those roles assigned to them. That right there would improve the game significantly. So,
yeah. I mean, I agree. I mean, I think that would be awesome. The only thing that I would note is that Joe, in his tweets, basically said that don't expect anything for Gambit like this year.
Yeah,
right.
I know.
And I wasn't.
I know.
I wasn't either, but I was hopeful.
I like Gambit.
I give Gambit a lot of shit, but, it is still kind of a fun mode. I mean,
Yeah. Okay. You got another one there, Hazel?
Yeah. Let's see here. Kind of just wanting to go in order here. Uncle Scumdeath, question for the show. Did you climb trees when you were a kid? And then he goes on to say, I fucking didn't.
We know why.
He doesn't like heights.
Doesn't like
heights.
Did I climb trees? No, I didn't climb them. I mean, I climbed up into them for tree houses and stuff like that, but I didn't just climb trees. I would try. Never could get up them, but,
Hell, I grew up in the woods. I, of course, climbed trees. I had a loquat tree that I remember climbing when I lived in Orlando when I was really, really young. And I remember falling out of it and thought I broke my ankle, and it just sprained it. I couldn't believe it. Fell all the way like 20, 30 feet out of this tree and twisted my ankle. Never broke a bone in my body. But I still remember that damn tree. It was great to get up there at the top of the tree and be able to look out. For a kid, that was amazing. What about you, Hazel?
I used to. I mean, hop fences, climb trees, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, you wanted to go in order. Let's keep going.
Hold on. I got one.
Good.
So if we go to the pinned messages, the ones that are way back there, are those ones that haven't been asked?
Yep. Anything is pinned, we haven't asked. You got one?
All right. Let's go back to April 12th of 2021.
You had to call us out, huh?
For a Golden God.
Okay.
I wasn't calling you out. I'm just saying how old it was. I wasn't calling you out. Question for the show. What's your favorite season? His is winter. He's a cold weather person. Gator?
Favorite season? I mean, we only have one season in Florida. It's just,
Step outside of Florida for 5 seconds.
Okay, fine.
Season is.
I would say fall. I love fall because Halloween's around the corner, and then you got Thanksgiving, and then you got Christmas. It's getting into winter. Fall, I love fall because that's when everything's changing. Great leaf color. Yeah.
I would agree. Fall as well. It's just, I mean, everything's starting to get cooler. It's, you can wear like jackets, sweaters, all that good stuff, just, it's not like freezing cold and it's not like super hot, that kind of thing.
And mine would be spring, minus the pollen.
Yeah.
I love springtime temperatures because it's right there around when you can wear shorts, not get too hot. The humidity's not bad. Fall would be a close second. But, yeah, those would be my 2 seasons.
Okay. Yeah, good question.
Nice.
Was it your turn or mine?
Yours.
It was you were getting ready to go, Gator. I interrupted.
Well, we had so many of them that we couldn't pin them, so we're trying to get some of the ones we don't have pinned.
That's fine.
Okay. From Oryx, Miser of Swag. Question for the show. With the exotic changes in the TWAB this week, what is one piece of exotic armor or weapon that you feel still needs a buff or a rework? It's a good question. What do you think, Gator?
Oh, Lord. Come back to me. Let me think about that one.
Hazel? You got one?
Lord. Where's my Destiny item manager?
Pulling up Dim right now.
Damn straight.
Weapon or armor that still needs a buff? Well, they're talking about weapons next week, so I don't want to answer weapon, but you guys can.
The same thing.
But armor, exotic armor.
That's. Where's my Titan? Well, I mean, okay, let's just go with the one I got tonight during the show that I said was crap. Severance Enclosure. I mean, powered melee final blows unleash a damage explosion. Have you run into any Titan using that anywhere?
No.
I mean, think about it. I mean, really.
No.
Not at all. Yeah.
So,
or feedback fences. ACD feedback fences for Titans. I used to love to use them things.
Yeah.
You don't see them now.
I've run into a few.
Love it.
I've run into a
Somebody
few.
come up and punch you, and they'd get the feedback. Let's do something with those. You know?
Yeah.
I'd like to see Shards of Galanor. I'd like to see that get to like a 10% damage buff.
It got hit pretty hard when it was dominant back in the day.
Aren't they changing it? Wasn't that just in the 12?
Blade Barrage?
Blade Barrage abilities.
That's the one going but the 50%. That's one of the ones getting touched, yeah.
But they actually nerfed it.
Yeah, they nerfed it. But no, what I'm saying
I remember that, yeah.
I'd like to see it. I mean, because Blade Barrage was pretty awesome in the beginning. But now it's just nobody uses it. It's all ass.
No, it's not. Yeah.
I mean, I'd like to see shards get like an additional like 10 or 15% damage.
I'm with you because I love that super. And I love Shards of Galanor, but I don't wear it because it just doesn't give me enough super. It just doesn't really make any difference. I'd rather wear the third eye mask where I can see what's going on if someone tries to rush up on me when I'm playing Hunter. Because I snipe a lot. It's really nice to have for snipers. As a Warlock main, I would say Ophidian Aspects. It's got Cobra Totemic, weapons ready and reload very quickly, melee range is extended. I don't think it's strong enough. I used to use this all the time. This was my number one exotic that I used all the time on my Warlock because you'd reload your weapons and stuff. It was a very general buff to your weapon reloads and stuff. It wasn't anything great, but I think that needs a little bit of a buff. I think it could reload them quicker and maybe melee range and damage is extended. Maybe they need to add a little bit of damage because let's just face it, Warlocks can't melee worth a damn. I play my Titan, I'm meleeing people left and right, but when I use my Warlock, I'll punch someone and then it takes so long to follow up that second one to at least knock them out that I'm already dead. So, yeah. Ophidian Aspects, I need to work on those. Used to be a great exotic. I'm glad I had Dim up. Okay. I think it's your turn, Hazel. Or was that mine? Or did you read that question? No, I did. I did. Your turn.
Yes.
Let's get a few more.
All
in
right.
here. I know we're getting on time.
Yep. So, question from Hades. I love this question.
Okay.
Question for the show. One exotic you'd give a catalyst to, and what would it do?
One exotic you give a catalyst to. No, I'm assuming exotic.
I'm trying to think what has exotic.
I'm thinking exotic weapons, right? I'm sure that's what they're talking about.
Yes.
Catalyst. Okay. Let's go back to them. Exotic weapons.
And if it has a catalyst already, you can
improve it,
change it up,
right?
Yeah, like that's complete shit. So,
I've got mine.
Go ahead.
It's Telesto. The catalyst is deeper pockets. Gives you a more. Basically, you could go from. You can hold up to 7 in your first initial clip, which is really good. It's really good, but they have nerfed Telesto so badly now that I'm actually not using it as much as I used to. Maybe give it some aim assist. Maybe a little bit more aim. Just a touch of aim assist would help, because right now the bolts are so weak. And I'm not the kind of guy who uses Telesto spraying far away and hoping and praying. I'm a Telesto that will blink in front of you and light you up with Telesto and still get killed because I missed one pellet. I think the catalyst deeper pockets is great and all, but I think it'd be good if they gave it at least maybe a tighter spread or something like that. And who knows? They may still do this. They may touch on Telesto. I doubt it. Seriously doubt it, because it breaks everything they do. But that would be mine. Dim's been very useful tonight.
One, I would say you could. One that's there that's crap. It's Skyburner's Oath. I've got that one done, and that gun still sucks. I'm not saying how you would go about changing it, but that's one that could you probably use a rework on the whole catalyst thing. I mean, yeah, it gives you more range, but that weapon just doesn't hit.
Right.
Worth a shit. I mean, besides using it against Cabal, it's kind of pointless. I mean, I'd make it to where at least does something to make it viable in PvP. I mean, I know it's a scout, so
Right.
Scouts suck right now. Maybe
I think they're
get
going to
better.
I think they're going to get nerfed. I think they're going to get buffed next season.
I hope they get. Yeah,
I think it's probably in PvE only, but I think they're going to. We've already heard that they've teased they're going to buff fusion rifles, and I'm really happy about that because I haven't used fusions in a while. I've been sniping instead, but I think they're going to. I think scout rifles are going to make a comeback. I think they're going to tune them a little bit.
Yeah, that's the hope anyway.
Or maybe whenever they tune it with everything else, maybe it'll do something to, secretly to scouts,
Yeah. My answer is something that I forgot even existed. It's Thunderlord.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
It doesn't have a catalyst, I don't believe.
No, it doesn't. I'd like to see them give that the what is it, like the one hard light treatment where you can switch the
burn,
the element.
Okay.
It might let people use it or something.
Right. Let's see. You asked that one, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I've got one here from scrolling up to find it because I was scrolling down to check on something. This is where editing's great. Okay. It's just a little extra work for me. All right. Here's a good one. This is from Miner. Question for the show. What's your go-to energy drink? Black coffee or Bang for me? Go-to energy drink.
Mine's going to be coffee because I don't drink energy drinks.
Same. Coffee.
I used to.
Yep.
I used to drink energy drinks all the time, and I had heart palpitations. And my doctor said, "Quit taking that shit. Just drink. If you want to drink coffee. But I drink a ton of coffee. That little delayed rush of adrenaline, can't beat it. So,
yeah, I wanted to slow down on coffee, so I started drinking some tea. It's called mud water, and it's like a bunch of like mushrooms and other stuff and that kind of thing. So,
right,
it was pretty good. It was expensive as shit, though.
You know, you can just go out in your backyard and find that shit.
The earthworms love it.
I don't know.
I can get you some
not
mushrooms.
all of that.
I can get you some mushrooms down in North Carolina. Don't worry about that. I mean, you know.
I don't know. I mean, these don't make you see anything, though.
My tea's going to make you. My tea might be better.
That is true. Maybe. I'll hit you up after this.
Okay, just a few more here. I want to try to get our current ones here. Uncle Scumdeath, are you superstitious?
I'd say almost everybody is. I mean, there's always something that you do. You might do it without thinking. You know, anybody's played sports. There's probably something you did one way, put something on the right one way before you put something else on. You know, I can't think of nothing off the top of my head right now, but well, yeah. When I used to play golf, the way I putt, there's always a way I would go to line up a putt, and I still do it. Even when I go play putt, I do it.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean,
that's just patterns. I mean, that's part of being in the zone. Yeah. Hazel?
Yeah, just kind of the same thing he said, you know, just things that I do to, you know, I don't want to screw anything up, so I do it the same way every time.
I say I don't, but I still knock on wood, and I still, it still enters my mind, but I don't take it super seriously. I'm not a super serious person when it comes to superstition. Did I just say that? Yeah, I'm on the I guess I'm on the curve, but I'm on the light end of that curve. So, okay, Let's do a few more here. Hazel?
Okay. Which seasonal activity is more boring and arduous? Override or Battlegrounds?
Battlegrounds.
Oh, this is Oryx, Miser Swag. Okay.
Yes, Joker. Yeah.
Joker. Yep. Yes.
It was Battlegrounds for me because, you know, Override, I feel like Overrides are faster than Battlegrounds are because, well, I mean, depending on, I guess Battlegrounds can come down because I mainly played that by myself with random people.
Right.
You know, and those could take a while. Override, even with random people, most of the time, besides the idiots that don't know to run to the portal and help speed it up there, I like the Overrides better, but I'd say Battlegrounds are more boring for me.
For me, Overrides are definitely a little faster, I think. Battlegrounds were very entertaining sometimes because you'd have these speedrunners who thought they were just going to blow through it, and then they'd get squashed by the Cabal balls.
Oh, that was great.
I was always just sitting in the back, sniping or shooting long range, just laughing. More entertaining, Battlegrounds. More boring for me, I would have to say Override, because the fact that you have to run through this little puzzle thing over and over and over again, and you only need one person to do it, I think it's kind of stupid. Just me.
I think Gator's wrong completely. I think Battlegrounds were the most boring thing ever. They just seemed to last forever.
Mm-hmm.
But they were linear, though. You were going in one direction, and when you were at the end, you were done.
There was a shit ton of ads.
There was, but hey,
and it just took forever because then you had to like go in that one area where you had to like kill like these 3 certain people that would only show up like, you know, like every like 3 minutes or something like this, and it's just like, Jesus God, just come on, let's go.
Mm-hmm. Well, it said more boring, so Override's boring to me. Battlegrounds was very entertaining.
Override to me is just the colors and everything. It just was more.
Oh, the sounds, second to none.
The sounds. That's what I'm talking about. It kept me engaged. Battlegrounds, I could fall asleep playing it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for me, I mean, Override was just better because it was more varied. You know, you had the first part where you had to, gambit it up a little bit. Next was the jumping puzzle, and then after that was the boss fight,
Right.
which had some light mechanics to it. So it was more varied than, run around. Oh wait, there's a orb that you have to like shoot in the center, and
Yeah, I get that, but still is more entertaining. Because I could usually I get a lot of gun bounties done during all those.
oh god, help me.
There you go. There's the reason you liked it.
There it
is.
is.
Come back to bounties.
I had to make Hazel's night. Okay, I got one from Chubby Wizard here. Are we calling the new big bad guy next season Eva Thune or Sava Levante? Thanks, love the show. So we still think that Eva Levante is Sava Thune. I still don't buy it.
I don't think that anywhere. I'm good.
Yep. I think it's Osusrus.
I think so too. All right. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
A few more.
All right. I can't ask that one. Sorry, Rye. I want to, but I'd have to explain it to Gator, and it's too much time.
Huh?
Wow.
Where's Rise?
That's just mean.
Rye for short. Question for the show. With a huge amount of lore around Shayura and Trials of Osiris included in that, do you think they'll put an exotic quest tied to Trials of Osiris with the new rework?
To get the SMG?
No, he's just saying, are you putting something, are we going to be doing that?
Yeah, maybe a quest to get you into Trials where you can join it or something. Maybe something like that.
You're going to need to explain it to me. What are we talking about? There it is. What do you think, Gator? I mean,
I think they'll do that. I could see some. I mean, if they're going to whole rework it, I don't see them doing that this time. We kind of had to do something to get into it with Saint, didn't we? Didn't you have to kind of do something to get into Trial?
Well, you had to save him, I think.
Yeah,
to
it
a
was
degree,
very quick. It was very quick.
I don't see them doing that. I can see them reworking it and just giving it to people and being like, you got to be this power level to get into it type deal.
Right.
I don't see them doing a quest.
All right, I've got two here that I'm going to combine into one.
Did you answer the question?
Yeah, I agree. I think I would like there to be a little
an exotic quest tied to Trials.
Yeah, why not?
There is no way in hell they're going to do that.
I didn't say they were gonna. I just said why not? It'd be cool to have.
No, it wouldn't.
I don't know. I only time I played Trials is when I wanted that damn messenger, and whatever I had to do to get that messenger, I was getting it.
Yeah, but nobody. I mean, they're not going to do that.
I don't know. It depends what they're going to state about the rework. But I agree with you though. I don't think it'll be this time around, but maybe next time. Maybe
I don't see them ever tying it to it.
It is in game. That's like someone. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you have to do certain raids to get certain exotics. So what's the difference? It's still in game content.
I personally feel that all of the Trials weapons are exotics to a degree because of what you have to do to get to them.
Yeah, they're very good guns for the most part. Yeah.
Well, not even that. It's just what you have to go through to get to them.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I've got two questions here. I'm going to combine into one. One is from Golden God, and one is from Easy. I'm going to say Easy's first. Question for the show: what is your favorite local burger joint? And then Golden God asks, how do you like your hamburgers? All right, Gator.
There's a third question in there too that you could.
What is it? Go ahead.
It's Burger King or McDonald's, I believe.
Right. That's from Uncle Scumdeath. Yeah, let's get all three of those.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
All right.
This is the burger section here.
This is the burger show.
So my favorite local burger joint, I guess, would be there's a place here in Lexington where I live. It's Char's. They have nice milkshakes, burgers, fries. I like to go there. It's kind of an old timey, 50s, 60s type feeling place. It's been in the city forever. Mm-hmm. And My burgers, usually I'll go medium well.
Okay.
And then are we choosing between McDonald's or Burger King? Is that what Skim Death's question was?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If it's fries, I'll go with McDonald's. Burgers, I'm going with Burger King.
That's a good answer. I have to agree with that. Hazel?
Yeah. Same with McDonald's and Burger King. Nothing beats a flame grilled burger.
Mm-hmm.
Local burger place is, I hate to go with a chain, but it's got to be Hardee's. Hardee's just has a great burger. Carl's Jr. if you're on the West Coast. So, yeah. It's just a thick ass burger. And for me, it'd be medium well too.
Hold on one sec. I got to pull this up.
Because I forgot the questions.
No, I know the answer. My wife and I just went there last night.
Damn, guy used Google. You just went there.
No, I just went there last night, but I'm thinking of my other two that I'll tell what you.
Come on, Gator, get to your point. Come on.
Hold on.
What's the name of the place?
Late.
Come on, Gator.
I gotta find it.
Gator, wake the fuck up and hurry up and answer the question.
I gotta find it. Hold on.
Gator.
Oh
my.
Okay, I got it. I didn't even have to look it up. I remember it now.
It's called McDonald's.
No, as far as McDonald's and Burger King definitely has better burgers because they're flame broiled. I mean, come on, and they have a lot more condiments. They're bigger burgers. McDonald's fries are crack to me. So that answers that question. As far as local joints, I used to go to Hop Dottie's, which was right across the street from where GCX was held on International Drive in Orlando, and they went out of business. Thanks, COVID. So then I went to BurgerFi, which was a weekly establishment we would go to, and they are out of business. They've moved. They're not out of business. They just closed the store up. So we went last night to our third favorite burger joint, which we go to on occasion, and it's called Backyard Burgers. I don't know if you guys have any of those up there, but
I've heard of those.
Really, really good burgers. And my wife likes going there because they have Impossible Burgers. She's vegetarian, so it's got to have some vegetarian option there. So went there last night. They got like 3 different kinds of fries. They're all pretty good. So yeah, Backyard Burgers. All right. Well, hey guys, as usual, thank you, community. You send in the most awesome questions, and
yes,
we're pushing over an hour here on podcast questions. So unfortunately, we'll have to save the others for another show. So if you did leave us a question, don't worry. It's pinned nice and neat in our podcast questions channel, and we will get to it.
Back to April.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Gator. So if we did not answer yours, we will get to it. It's not going anywhere, like Gator just said.
Because we have them back from April.
Exactly. See, we answered one from April tonight. See, that's how
I tried.
That proves our point. We don't get rid of our questions. So we do remember who asked them, and we do pin them for another day. And our time is up here. So Mr. Fudd, take it away.
Guardian Downcast. Guardian Downcast. Yeah. Guardian Downcast. This is an intro. Guardian Downcast. Guardian. Not copyright. Guardian Downcast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final segment of our show. This is where we pick our songs for our award-winning Guardian Downcast show playlist, just a sample of what all of us like to listen to here. And we invite you to listen to it as well. Just search for Guardian Downcast show playlist on Spotify, and we do have a link now for iTunes. We're on both platforms. We now have 759 songs, 54 hours, and 18 minutes of music representing us and all of our past guests from nearly 3 years now. And sometimes I'll even post some music videos. I haven't done it lately, but I'll put some music videos in our music and TV channel in our Discord. And Mr. RNGGator, what'd you pick tonight, man?
All right. For my first pick, it's a band that you like. You've said in my last couple of weeks, so it had me thinking. Muse. This song is from the first Twilight movie. That's how I kind of found this band. They were on the soundtrack, I think, for the first Twilight. I think they were on the soundtrack for the first 3 movies, I think they had a song in there, either that or the first and third movie. This one's called Supermassive Black Hole. The beat of it,
It's a great song.
pretty cool. They got a really good beat to it. It's it kind of caught me. And then they have another song. It's in another one of the Twilight movies. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but all I gotta do is look at the soundtracks and I'd find it in a heartbeat. And my second song was going to be the one I put in the list, but I thought, we're going to throw a curveball at this one, and I'm going to add something else that's not in our notes. And the song I'm going to add was the one I didn't pick last time I was on the show, not with the first time I was by myself. And no, it's not Macho Man Randy Savage.
Thank you. I feel better.
In honor of SummerSlam coming up next week and John Cena being back, I'm going to go with Bad Bad Man featuring Bumpy Knuckles by John Cena.
Oh, my God.
I'll give you the link. I got it right here.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
I'll try to find that link. No promises.
Oh, it's there. It's a Spotify link. You'll find it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Fantastic. Thank you, RNGGator.
You're welcome. There it is.
Hazel, what do you got, man?
I hope something as good as John Cena. Does he rap in that by chance?
Well, please say no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yes.
God.
Just listen to it and you get a chance.
I'll be using the skip button, probably.
Yeah. No, you won't. You'll listen to it at least once.
All right. Probably right.
Right. So, my first song is, I went with rock songs. This one.
No. Prog rock?
What?
Prog rock?
Fuck no. Good old Made in the USA.
They're not from Prague. Okay.
No.
Prog
Darkness
rock.
Settles In. Yeah. Darkness Settles In by Five Finger Death Punch.
Ooh, going a little hard today. Nice.
Yeah.
Like it.
And then next one is all right. There's no real other way to say this. I was too lazy to pick a second song, so I just went ahead and went with the one that I left in here. So this is actually a cover of a TikTok song. It's I Want to Be Your Slave with Iggy Pop.
Okay.
So it was like a little bit catchy, and it just kind of struck me right where it needed to, and there it is.
Well, it's funny you should say you picked 2 American rock bands, because that's what I picked tonight. My first American rock band, they formed in San Francisco in 1973. They have 15 albums total over 4 decades, by the way. They've sold over 48 million albums in the U.S., 25th best-selling, by the way. They've sold over 80 million albums worldwide, which makes them one of the best-selling bands of all time. They were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2017. I did watch that. My song is To Whom It May Concern. It's a rock ballad from their 2011 album, Eclipse. It's one of my favorite bands, and this is this was when Steve Perry left the band, and this was the new singer. It sounds just like him, by the way. One of my all-time favorite rock bands. It's Journey, and I did want to mention they do have a new single they just released too. It's called The Way It Used to Be. I'm not picking that tonight, but To Whom It May Concern is a great song, well written. It's a nice slow song. It's not one of their more standard rock songs. My second rock band I picked formed in 1965 in L.A. They were one of the most influential bands of the time, very controversial bands of the 60s. The lead singer, let's just say he got into a lot of trouble, did a lot of bad stuff back in the day. The police did not like that. They released 6 albums in a span of 5 years, which I would say is considered some of the best music ever released. It's that good. The lead singer, unfortunately, was found dead in a bathtub in his home in Paris, France in 1971, which was the last album they released, which is the album I picked my song from tonight. And the album is L.A. Woman, which is one of my favorites from them. And I actually heard it in a retail store, and I said, oh, my God, I can't believe I don't have this in the playlist, so I had to add it. It's Riders in the Storm by the rock group The Doors. Such a fresh sound. I mean, even today, It's like the Beach Boys. They just have such a fresh sound, such a unique sound that even today, that sound has weight. That song has weight. So, as requested, Mrs. Gator's chosen a song this week. She says, in honor of school starting back, here's one of my all-time favorite songs and definitely one of my all-time favorite videos. Dark sarcasm, spankings, and children being ground up into hamburger meat. Yes, please. So I chose the songs The Happiest Days of Our Lives, which is the lead-up intro to the main song, which is Another Brick in the Wall Part 2.
Wow.
And that would be
I hope she leaves those kids alone.
And that would be good. And that would be Pink Floyd, by the way, for our younger listeners. So, yeah, leave that kid alone. Hey everyone, if you like what you're listening to, do us a big favor. Spread the word, hit that share button on your podcast app of choice. I'm old, I'm not hip, so the only way we can spread our message in our show is by you sharing to other people that you know. And say, hey, check this Destiny podcast out. They're a little off the wall. And I think you'll like them, so we appreciate that very much. Oh, that's a wrap, guys. Another episode in our collection. We now have 107 other episodes, interviews from gamers all over our community. So take a look at those. If you're just finding out about us, you can go to guardiandowncast.com, where all of our past episodes are also found, where you can play them either from your browser or wherever you're accessing them, even your phone, I'm sure. So where can everyone find you, Mr. RNGGator?
You can find me on Xbox, PC, Twitter as RNGGator.
Thanks again for coming on tonight, man. Had a great time.
Not a problem.
Had a good time. Always an easy show when you come on, even though you give me shit.
And also, just one more chance of giving you shit. Speaking of that, if you're in the Discord and you ever got a question, don't be afraid to tag Gator. Gatr. He loves it, especially during the week. The weekends, you can give him a break, but during the week when he's at work, he loves getting his phone just to blow up with those notifications. It gives him a sense of want. You know, he's like, they love me. They really, really love me.
And purpose, too.
For all the wrong reasons. Yeah.
So,
yeah, nothing like talking to a customer and having to say, I'm sorry, excuse me. I'm sorry, excuse me. I'm sorry. I know you want to ask a question, but okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
mm-hmm.
There's nothing greater. And I always think of Gator when that happens. Ironic.
Aww. Look at that. I can feel the love.
Well, seriously, thanks again, man. I hope things do well with your folks and stuff. I know my dad's going through a lot of stuff right now too. So best wishes, man. Really.
Thank you.
Hazel.
Definitely.
Where can people find you, sir?
Quick and easy. Hazel NT, anywhere and everywhere.
You can find me on the Twitter at Todd the Gator. Remember, that's Gatr. You can also find me on Steam and PS4 as Gator, all caps, Gatr. And don't forget those underscores. I'm also on YouTube as Gator-Guardian Downcast, where we post our episodes every week. And I've started a new podcast. It's just a little side project right now, but we had our first official guest host just this week. And it's Battlefield Gamers Podcast. It's basically where we talk Battlefield. Two loves in my life, it's Destiny and Battlefield. And Battlefield 2042 is coming out very soon, and I'm real excited to talk to people about it. And I had Mr. Joe Taco on last night, a buddy I've known for 10 years. And we reminisced a bit. We got to know a little bit more about him. And, of course, we talked Battlefield. So check out BattlefieldGamersPodcast.com if you want to know more about it, or check out any of your podcast apps. We're in the same feed, same areas you can find our podcast, which is Guardian Downcast. You can find us on Twitter at Guardian_D_cast, or to visit our email at guardiandowncast@gmail.com. And don't forget our Speakpipes. They actually have a newly revamped Speakpipe now. It's really nice. It's a really easy layout. It's very easy on the eyes. And that is speakpipe.com/guardiandowncast, all one word. And just hit record, send us your voicemail, hit stop and send. It's that easy. It goes right to our email where we will post it on our show. So check that out. I just wanted to mention we do have a Scum Death Corner this week, but this was posted last week. This is very shocking today, but Uncle Scum Death had messaged us in the Discord, and there was an actual shooting in Plymouth, UK. I think 5 people.
Yesterday, I think.
Yeah, yesterday. I think 5 people died, including the shooter, and I believe a child died too. And apparently they don't have many shootings in the UK. It's more like stabbings, I think he said. But you know, all our well wishes go out to our cousins to the east in the UK. We hope everything settles down over there. I know it's a crazy world right now, but so Uncle Scumdeath messaged me and said I will not have a Scumdeath's Corner this week for obvious reasons. He's dealing with the same thing that everyone in his city is dealing with right now. So no worries there, brother. Just get better, and you can send it to us on your time, dude. So, but he did post a Scumdeath's Corner from last week, and he gets a little bit ahead, and we're gonna play it right now.
Hello, and welcome to Scumdeath's Corner. This morning, my missus, when we woke up this morning, my girlfriend was like, do you know what, I fancy moving to Australia. And I said, why's that? She's like, well, I think it'd be a really nice place to live. I'm like, all right, yeah, Australia sounds nice. She's like, well, no, if I'm going on my own. I'm like, oh, lovely. Oh, thank you very much. I said, well, seeing as though you're thinking about going to Australia, I'm thinking about moving to America. And her answer was, what, so you can be with all your American mates? I thought that was fucking hilarious. I was like, yeah, truly. So, if she does eventually move to Australia, I'll be on my way. So, you never know. Look out, people. I may be coming one day.
Can you imagine an Uncle Scumdeath in the States? Would that be totally awesome or what?
It needs to happen.
Depends on what state he goes to. I don't think they're ready for him.
He can come to Florida. He'll fit right in Florida. He will. Hey, everyone. I have a personal request. If you've made it this far in our show, wherever you are in this chaotic world of ours, do me a favor. Once a week, when running about outside, looking at screens, shooting the mans, all the chaos that's going on in the world right now, do me one favor. Sit down for 5 minutes outside. No devices. Look up at the trees and take in what nature has to offer. It really is mind-blowing how much we take for granted these days. And just sit there, no judgment, and just listen for 5 minutes and just quiet your mind. I'm not a big guy into meditation and all that, but for all of our mental health's sake, I think it'd be a good thing to do. So if you made it this far in the show, do me a favor. 5 minutes is all I'm asking. Just sit, look up in the trees, and enjoy nature for 5 minutes without any interruption or judgment. Continue to be safe, everybody, and more importantly, take care of one another.
Guardians are measured by their ability to come back from defeat. So stand. Fight!
Thank you all so very much for listening. And later, Guardian.
Bottles.
Perfect.
Sound good?
Yeah, everybody sounds good.
Beautiful.
Yeah, ever since I fixed my mic, and Fudd helped me.
You got the right.
It really did.
Do you have it facing the right way now?
I had it facing the right way. I just had it upside down.
That's even worse, man. That's even worse.
No, I had because I wanted it up here, and because I didn't want it in my way.
Yeah, you wanted it dipping down. Yeah, I got you.
Overtime. Let's do this.
All right, BRB. There's a spider.
Oh Lord, that's a soundbite.
It's either me or him.
That will be at the end of the show. I'm promising you that outtake will be at the end of the show. I punched a goblin and it laughed at me and punched me and smacked me in the face and I was dead.
Amateur bullshit.